We're doing that then.
Advanced positions, key positions, recover the supplies.
And then supply drop. I hate you when it overlaps with terrain, it just falls off.
You can't get.
Well,
There's your supply barrels, Nav.
Right, so centre key position is obvious.
Yeah. Leave them there. Yeah.
Well, every time you go to draw, you shuffle first, don't you? Anyway.
Yeah, you can shuffle them, but I'll just leave them.
Spot old Jeff silhouettes here.
After you. We'll put it so.
Well, we know that's the key position anyway.
Yeah. Just for streaming it.
Yeah.
But they should be able to work that out.
I see we're heading towards violence.
Let's do it, man. Vader likes violence, right?
Out of curiosity. I couldn't have done that one. No, I can't do that one because it's...
Yeah, I think it's... Yeah, it's in, isn't it? Yeah.
Interesting. Because there's a thing that says we play almost a triangle or not. Let's see. If I go... Got all this. So you got all that deployment. You know what? I'm going to pick, because it's massive, your bikes can get to it really easily. What's more difficult? I got it, mate. Let's have some fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Supply drop there.
Yeah. What's supply drop again?
Is it one or two?
It's
one from each other.
It's one from deployment and one from...
Beyond one of deployment and beyond one of each other. did this right.
Just so you know, Nav, the black bikes and the bikes with the yellow flowers,
Yeah.
they're the ones with the transponders.
Cool. I may ask you again in a few.
Yeah, no worries, mate. I'll let you know when what I'm doing with them.
Just leave them there for now.
Yep.
Right then.
Deployment, mate, yeah?
So beginning of deployment, I'm going to divulge.
Okay.
So I'm going to divulge diplomatic cover for Padme.
Yeah. So you got secret, what does that give you?
Secret mission, yeah. And infiltrate.
And infiltrate.
So it's got infiltrate, secret mission, and she'll come in with a dodge.
She comes in last.
No, I can place her whenever.
Whenever.
Just one free game.
Copy that. Cool. This is Echo. So we're just going to got recon 2 and scout while we advanced, aren't we? Yeah. So just going to go up to this. Pop him there. Okay, going to put Boyle down, so he's got scout 2. Just going to bring him up to here. Yep, over to you. So these are phase 1s of an RPS. Over to you.
Testing.
snow's here. What did you just go then?
Put my phase 1s of a rocket over here. Andy, you can infiltrate onto a condition token, can't you? Just not on an objective.
Testing, testing. Hello everyone, this is Andy, just seeing if anyone's around to respond in the chat to let us know what the audio is like with the microphone for commentary. Awesome. I'm glad the microphone's working, so I'm going to sit here and give us some commentary on Nav and Lee Macken's. A little tiny. Okay, I'll pump up the feedback. I wasn't too sure with the sound of everything, what it's like. The image is frozen. Okay. Reset the cameras. Dice camera, and this is going to be the main camera. So, come on. Far camera. His microphone's on, yeah. So it's fine. I'm just seeing if I can trying to get the far camera working, which is the main camera we're using. Oh, here we go. We're back. Okay. So are we still on turn 0? Looks like we're on turn 1 by that. I know we've still got a unit to be deployed. So I'm Andy. Obviously, I'm running the events from UK Games Expo, and I'm joined here by the other member of Crafty Terrain. I've got Ben. So come on in, the microphone should be pretty good, hopefully.
Hello.
Ben's a bit shy, he's a bit worried, he's like, don't want to talk.
Been roped into this against my will.
He was kicking and screaming.
Yeah.
He said his issue was that he didn't want to sit here for 2.5 hours and moan and complain about Lee. And I said, that is the best reason to get you on this stream.
I'm never going to be at the end of this if he wins.
What wins the whole event? Is that what you're rooting for him?
Yeah, I've got to have an eye. I've got to root for him, unfortunately. But yeah.
Look at that. Lee's so good of a player that he is sat there also selling the game to a random person who's just walked up and asking questions about it while also playing a top 8 game.
So good for the community.
Yeah, I mean, like, it shows with, like, obviously the content that you do.
Yeah.
Obviously the recent video had myself in it.
It did indeed.
Yeah.
I won't drop any spoilers just for anyone who hasn't watched it yet, but yeah, it was actually a really good game. I really enjoyed editing it, to be honest.
Yeah, no, it's such a great game, and Lee said earlier when he played Timbo, because obviously Lee's just gone 5-0.
Yeah.
That he said it actually helped him.
I imagine it did. Yeah. I reckon it massively made a difference. Going into that game against Tim, not knowing sort of what tricks and stuff you can do when you haven't played it before would make such a difference to Lee just being able to walk in and be like, I know everything that's coming and this is how I'm going to deal with it, this is how I'm going to handle it. So.
Yeah, and that comes down to reps with any list and against anything as well.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's quite important.
Yeah, definitely. What are they playing?
So I believe they did turn 0 slightly before I got the camera and everything all set up and the stream live. They're playing key positions, I believe, advanced positions, and supply drop.
Yep.
Which
Indeed.
against, I mean, it's not Yoda.
No.
It's not a Yoda clone ball, which I think would have probably been more scary for Lee. But Nav is quite progressive. I think he was having a conversation earlier because obviously we've got Timbo over visiting and playing. That apparently Brits are a bit more aggressive than they're used to.
Oh, okay.
So hopefully Nav won't be a typical clone ball and be boring and sit there.
That's because of Ollie, isn't it? Ollie leading the way, he's uber aggressive.
I don't think it's just Ollie. I think Dave Grant as well. He's a very aggressive player.
I think you either play the game one of two ways, don't you? You're a bit too hesitant to get in and attack, or you just go all out, everything in, hope for the best and hope we're all better. So I think we're all
closer. Sorry, that's all right. No, you're right. You've got to either go all in or hold back, and you've got to know when to put the gas on and when not to, haven't 100%.
You? And I think, as a newer player myself, I think it takes time.
How long have you been playing then? Because you've been creating content for a while.
Yeah, so that was mainly Lee beforehand. I've only really been playing since MK last year.
Really?
Yeah, before MK last year, I think I'd only ever played 2 games at Legion.
No.
Yeah, I practiced against Lee. Yeah. And then was like, I'm just trying to go and play. I prefer playing at tournaments, if I'm honest. I don't really enjoy it as much if I just play at home.
Right.
I'd rather just go to a tournament setting, play 3-6 games, whatever the situation.
Right.
Yeah, and also then you play against the better players, you play against good players, and I much prefer that. I've said that to Lee. I would rather play against yourself or Ollie, whoever, and let you sort of not dictate the game but be in charge of the game. And if I then have to play a newer player, I then have to sort of be in charge of the game, and I'm not good with that. I'd rather just play, if that makes sense. So I much prefer just going to tournaments. I'd rather just play at a tournament.
Right. That's interesting, because a lot of people obviously, as a TO, I hear they're always worried or concerned about going to a tournament.
Oh, okay.
And they have a fear, and obviously you go into the UK's largest tournament.
I said to Lee last year we weren't going to go, and I said, Lee, we create content. This is the biggest event in the UK. We kind of have to go. And then he was like, let's go. So went along to it. And I was hesitant at first, not really having played many war games or card games or anything in the past. I was a bit hesitant of how it would go. But the community is just brilliant, and I say it on all our posts whenever I review it and event that we've been to. The community is fantastic, and everyone's so welcoming, and you never feel like anyone's going to. No one sort of pulls a "haha, I've got your" moment.
No,
do you know what I mean?
Never like, oh, you forgot that rule as well.
No one ever seems to be mean, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
everyone just seems to be having a good time, and they'll be the better players, but they won't take the mick.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Which I found is really nice with this community.
They kind of hold your hand and help you along.
They'll beat you, but they'll teach you whilst they're doing it, and they'll teach you where you've gone wrong, what are they doing to sort of win the game, and it massively helps. So I went 3-2 this weekend. My 2 losses were really enjoyable games, and I've learnt loads.
Who did you lose to?
Lost to Jeff. I messed up at turn 0.
So Jeff's obviously in the top 8, so that's a good loss for you then.
And then I lost to Johnny. He played a Fury Road variant, which is obviously terrible for me, playing EXD. But it was really close. I think it came down to 1 wound on a bus. I think if I put 1 more wound on a bus, I win.
Right.
And then I make top 8 because I got 4-1.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? It's just it's really crazy. But they were really good games. I really enjoyed them. Every game that I've played has been thoroughly enjoyable, to be fair.
Excellent. It's always good to hear. Everyone's been really nice, and obviously nice tight kit community.
I agree.
And everyone's
everyone's really welcoming. They may have never seen you before, but everyone will take 4 minutes to sit down and have a chat with you.
Where did you go for dinner last night?
I went home, didn't I?
You just went home?
Yeah. Oh mate, my day yesterday, I had to pick Lee up from a campsite at 6:30.
Oh yeah, I remember him saying about this. He went camping with the family.
I know. And then come up here. I don't think I got home last night till about 10, and then was back up again at 6:30 to come back now.
Yeah.
So just such a couple of long days, but they're still enjoyable. It's long.
And now you're being dragged on to do a podcast. Well, not a stream.
And I'm only still here because I've got to wait for him.
You're his lift out.
I'm his driver. I know.
You bringing him back tomorrow if he makes it?
No. I'm coming back anyway. I think I'll have to. With a hangover, hopefully.
So, without Lee. Lee's on good behaviour tonight.
I'm not looking after him again. Not after Chicago.
Well, is it you also went out to Worlds?
Yeah, Worlds was fantastic.
Yeah.
Really good. I obviously didn't qualify for it, but played in the last chance qualifier. Before I think I went 2-2 in that.
Yeah.
One of my losses was to the guy who won it. So I can kind of take that on the chin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I lost to the guy who won last chance qualifier.
So now with Worlds being an open format, do you think it's you and Lee might?
I don't
Crafty
think
Terrain
so.
might go again.
I don't think so. Only because it's a lot of commitment.
Yeah, of
it's
course.
a long way
It
to go.
really is. Yeah.
I personally, sort of looking in from the outside, not really being in the community as such, and more on the fringes, I don't think it's going to do the game any good by them changing it from a Worlds there's no qualification anymore, is there? Which gave you a hell of a lot more incentive to go to smaller stores, go and visit. Well, we went and played up at a store in Northwich that we would never have gone to necessarily. Normally.
Same.
So I think it might bite the game in the backside a little bit. Overall, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, numbers will only tell us, won't they?
And I like the fact that they tried to say they did it to make the game more inclusive, but then they made it an open event in America. So that's not more inclusive for anyone who's not in America.
It's very expensive, isn't it?
It's
to go out
expensive.
there. Yeah.
So I don't think we'll go again. But there is a couple of good events. I think there's a European Championships next year potentially, isn't there?
Yeah, I believe.
There's rumours about that. So.
I can't remember if it's Finn or one of the Nordic, Netherlands kind of country areas that have decided to put on a Euro Championship. They've just put the name tag on it, and hopefully.
I think it'll get a huge draw. I think it'll probably get a bigger draw than like an event in the States or a Worlds, because I think there's so many people who play in Europe.
Yeah.
You're going to have a tough job organising World Team Championship next year.
I think
you're going to have so many people who want to play in it. And
we're hoping to. I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, no problem, mate, no problem. Andy's just going to have to do a rules call. So it looks like we're in turn one. Annoyingly, where we sat, we're sort of to the right of the table, so we can't actually see the far end and what Lee's doing. Oh, sorry, what Nav's doing. He's just moving up to open up the supply drop. I think he's taken a grappling harpoon from that supply drop.
Alright. Obviously, I'm still having to TO.
Yeah.
So, on the other tables, obviously where I was just at, we've got Jeff versus Nathan. Both 4-1s. I believe they're quite familiar with each other. They play each other fairly regularly by the sounds of it, because they were quite very casual when they were setting up, going no rush, this, that and the other. And then we've got slightly behind us both the intentional draws. They got paired against each other again. So
I think that's justified.
Oh, completely.
I think that's
justified. I'm really happy about that. Both of them got repaired into each other in the top
one
cut.
of them's got to lose.
To obviously explain that the top 8, I've done it as a separate tournament, so it's a pure cut. No previous records count, no kill points, no shred for schedule, it's all fresh basically.
Start again.
And then on the final table we've got Timbo versus it's Liam. Again, that's another rematch going on.
Oh, they played it.
They literally played the last round 5.
Okay. Who won? Liam won.
Liam won that, went 4-1.
Okay.
And Timbo was the top 3-2 player to get in.
Oh, of course he was. 1, 3, and 2.
He's the highest 3-2.
Looked in 3 boxes. He's got both the back-to capsules already.
Echo's not dying now.
No, he's staying there. What are they playing? KP. Okay, KP is interesting for these lists.
So this is obviously Lee's battle deck as well.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
in my competitive opinion, supply drop's an interesting choice to take because, just like Lee just
For that
said,
reason.
it's exactly that reason. This is what I always say to Ollie or anyone who goes, "Oh, should I take supply drop? It's so much fun." I'm like, "Yeah, it is." But when
Ollie
you're
doesn't play for fun.
yeah, no, Ollie never played. Oh, that's never Ollie says that to me. But when you're talking to these top 8 cuts, it's now single elimination. So as
Yeah.
soon as they lose a game, they're out now.
I don't actually know what his battle deck is. I'm going to have a quick look and then we can see what.
But I think
what he's
that
taken as well.
supply drop, in theory, could cost him
It could.
if Anakin or Echo gets wounded and heals it straight off.
And the amount of barrier and stuff they've already got, they're cancelling so much to then heal
And then be able to heal it. And
Oh, there we go. Another rules call on the intentional drawers. Oh, it's a face-off, a Gav and a Bus.
I think it's active play at the moment.
Rules call.
yeah,
A complex one, wasn't it?
That's a weird one. So, Dave's force pushed a unit into 2 standbys.
Okay.
One standby is Ollie's tank, his bus.
Yeah.
The other standby is on Dave Grant's tank.
Oh, so which triggers?
Which triggers first? Because they both trigger, but which one do you get to resolve first? And I was like 95% sure, and I still am about that kind of market. Timings is done by the person who's currently active.
Okay,
Gets to resolve theirs first.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So Dave, then Ollie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dave chose to pass, and then Ollie's don't know.
Yeah. That's Lee's battle deck. So as a very competitive player, what would you? So he's got clear conditions, supply drop, minefield, and hostile. What would you switch it out for? Do you think?
Maybe with Vader, War Weary would be one to protect.
With it because of the suppression block.
Yeah, and it just helps him, but then it does hinder because he hasn't got an officer or anything like that.
No,
it does hinder him in that regard.
In terms of positioning.
Yeah, Vader can't then just go away because then he risks his units panicking.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, he could take fortified. It helps his HRUs, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it benefits his opponent, I think, more.
I think that's the problem with that, definitely.
Yeah. But then not as much as supply drop.
No.
So when he pulls 2 batters.
I don't think you want rapid either.
No. Because it needs it. So yeah, I suppose.
So it's and the last one you've got there is limited visibility as well.
Which it's not terrible for Lee.
I don't think it is terrible. It just means his HRUs aren't shooting for a turn. They can get into a nice little good position, ready for a range-free shot the following turn.
The way that Blizzard plays it is very slow roll, isn't it?
Yeah. The turn one.
Limbies isn't a bad shout.
No. I think it would require a bit of practice because most people, your opponents are probably going to be like, oh, I'll go for limited viz. It gives me an advantage.
Yeah.
But I think allowing the bikes to scoot around quite freely
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
probably actually helps him.
You're not taking the fat lot, are you, early? Which is what he doesn't want anyway.
Exactly. So and it allows Vader to, stroll on up.
Yeah, he does. Just under less
I've got
pressure.
2 back attacks. Hollow projector on Anakin.
I know, I love projector.
Nav's hitting all the good stuff here.
He won't be happy. He will not be happy. I don't know, these two have played quite a lot, but I don't know who's the better off. I know Nav beat Lee on the channel, spoiler alert.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, Nav beat Lee when they played on the channel at Christmas.
Yeah.
But then I think they played quite a lot casually, and I think it's pretty even.
Was that with Lee practicing for Worlds with his Tempest Force?
No, just with the different like one dayers.
Yeah,
it's at 7th and stuff like that. So I think
Yeah, I mean,
quite well.
I'm currently 0-2 against Lee, so
Oh, yeah.
getting a little smile as he hears us a little bit.
As long as I avoid any that snow moon representative, I can't bring the.
Hey,
can't bring
with
it
a
down.
3-2 at this kind of competitive level of tournament, that's a really great, respectful level you're at.
I think my wins were close, my losses were close. I'll take it. It's a nice draw. I'll take it.
That's even better though. That if your losses are just as close as your wins, they could have gone either way. You could have won 0-5.
Yeah, good off.
Yeah.
Oh no, that'd have been awful.
I don't know if you'd be allowed on your stream then, would you?
No. Well, I only step in just when I have to.
I enjoyed the one you played.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
Thank you very much. I just wanted to play something different, and like I said on the channel, I'd been watching Rebels, and I was like, I'm just going to put a Mandalorian list together.
Yeah.
Not knowing anything about them, how they play, I'll just put the list together, and then the whole range to me is a bit, isn't it?
It's a bit of a hard one, isn't it?
Getting them in across open ground is just difficult. I don't think I'm going to play. I played EXD again at this event. I don't know if I'm going to play them again. I don't know if they've run their course with me. I think I've kind of had enough.
Burnt out now.
Yeah.
I think I feel the same.
Yeah. I enjoy playing them, but I've kind of got to a point now where I just want to play something different. With the Imperial Range Troopers coming out, I think you could make quite an interesting just suppression bomb list.
Oh, there's some scary ones out there.
The Clone Commandos, I think, is a bit. It just gives clones such a good unit to have at foot, because that's where they struggle at the minute, isn't it? They're just outranged by a lot of things.
And I think, especially against EXDs. And that's
massively. Yeah, massively. It's a massive counter to that. And then the fact they can put the tokens and stuff down as well.
Yeah,
which is really nice.
You can be either quite defensive on them, giving you 3-up saves on the red surge, or you can go for the aggressiveness and get critical on your guns.
And I think if I'm right, if you take 3, for example, you can put 3 tokens.
Yes, you do. Yeah,
so you could just line them up across in front of your opponent's arm.
Yeah, because you only need to be range 1. Yeah, that's the other thing. You only need to be in range 1 of it, like your opponent or your units. But it's you can space it, so you've got range 1 to the left.
Yeah.
But the next token's probably range 2, so you're covering a big gap. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so they can get double.
Yeah, you get double overlap. You haven't got to overlap as much as you think.
Yeah. And depending on how the terrain falls, I suppose you can create nice little channels of just annihilation.
And that's it. I think that'd be an interesting thing to watch when they hit the tables over here in the UK, because obviously they are out in the stores.
Okay.
Yeah. But they've not hit the UK yet.
No.
But I think that'd be an interesting thing if people just go, I don't care, I'm going to give you critical, or go, I'm actually going to take the longer way round.
Yeah. It does massively change sort of your plans, especially depending on the objectives. If you've got to recover the supplies and things like that, it just creates, you can put them around, that's their sort of the supply.
And they can infiltrate close by as well.
Of course they can, They're range 2, aren't they, I think? No, but then they've got the
config.
Yeah, of course they have.
Yeah, so they can be range 4 or 2.
Yeah, very interesting.
I'm liking to see some Rex lifts.
Yeah,
Rex with to increase that range again.
I know you played Brother and Sister recently.
Yeah.
How did you find it? I've played against it 3 times now, I think. And
and what was your opinion playing against it?
I've beat them comfortably.
Oh, really?
But I think that they may have played them too aggressively.
Yeah.
So I think with the XD, they've got quite big dice pools, haven't they? So you've got 4 very big dice pools with the tank. They just tend to get blown off the table, especially if you go early with a BX or you go early with a tank, and they've not got a dodge up. So they've not got the block and things like that. So I played against them 3 times and they've not done well.
How did you do a little bit then?
No, not really. Once one goes down,
I've gone the complete opposite way, because I think they're amazing.
Yeah, wicked.
I really enjoyed them against Lee. Admittedly, I was placing a Force user, so that's probably where they shine.
Exactly.
and when you're not facing a force user, it's a bit like, okay, so I'm just giving out a bit of extra suppression for that points that you've invested in.
It's a lot for just that, isn't it?
It is, but then watching Tim yesterday.
Okay.
So he played Jack. From Barcelona. And he didn't make one attack roll all game and still won.
Okay.
And it was all down to the threat of both fifth brother and seventh sister having 2 force pushes and being able to cancel Obi. So we're playing key positions. It's a turn 6 game.
Oh, that's huge.
He had them both sat on the centre point on end of turn 5.
Nice.
And then going into turn 6, Obi was nearby and he was like, well, we ain't getting a force push off. You can't get me off this objective. And you've got to start piling on.
You've got to come to me now. And then if you get a shot down Obi,
and then as soon as they came towards him, he force pushed them out. Engage, so they're off the point. Engage them in melee while touching the point.
Nice.
And he was safe because they've already activated. Obi can't force push them. And it was a really, really good game to watch against Jack.
Because you play it with Vader as well, don't you, to give you 3? So
I only go.
No, you got Callus. Callus, sorry.
So Timbo's taken my list and we're list building and changing it around. And I said the one thing I suffered from was if you when I placed Lee, the range 4 from the HRUs, it was hurting me so much because I'm a range 3. I was suppressed. I could only do one move. I'm still outside of being able to shoot him back. So we were talking about Timbo, and I think it was Jesse, his mate from Canada. Suggested getting Compel in the list. So the
token take the suppression token.
So the unit I used for generating a token, he dropped that and he squeezed Krennic in.
That's why he takes Krennic. Me and Lee were talking about this yesterday.
Why is
Krennic gone in?
But what it also opens up is he's got 2 other options as well. So he can take deploy the garrison if he has or not. Because obviously Timbo's still playing.
He's still in.
It means he can take the deploy the garrison, which then gives him standbys on the force users. So if they're already in melee and have a standby, that's an extra swing.
Definitely. That's nice.
Like, they don't hit hard.
And if they've not got a dodge, they don't defend well to big pulls.
If they get in there and they got into the fray though, one surge can probably do you okay in a melee, but as you say, them big dice pulls.
It's a bit like when I think I don't know how you find Ahsoka. I've played Ahsoka a couple of times as well, and I've killed her quickly. And I think it only takes bad positioning once. And that's pretty much. And
I think that's the same for Asajj.
Asajj is the same, 100%.
She's another one that I'd like to see more on the table myself. But it's struggling because of that. And she's got 1 less health than Ahsoka's. She's 6, isn't she?
Yes. So I think I played Ahsoka Sabine a few times. I played Ahsoka Obi once, I think. And Recover. What's quite nice is when you play Recover and they make the mistake of diving everything early to try and take the middle box, so you can just shoot them off the table.
And then just go and pick it up later.
Or I'll just win on kill points. And you were not going to pick that middle box up.
The middle.
We'll leave it there and I'm just going to win on kill. But
valid strategies to winning. So what do you think the strategy here is for Lee then?
So I'm not going to lie to you, Andy. I'm probably not the best person to ask because I don't know a huge amount about Legion. But I think it's quite balanced. I think with it being KP, with the 2 lists.
So where is the KP? We've got the middle head, which is obviously for part of the AT-AT.
So then Lee's got close with his.
So he's put the leg. So it's slightly. You can see it on the camera. So it's slightly below the body of the AAT and slightly above the. So it's like the top left-hand corner on the camera.
So that's an interesting one. He's gone close with his.
And then Nav's come down. He's gone real far away, hasn't he? It's the farthest set of crates. Again, in the top left-hand corner.
So Nav's gone for a securable one. And I think Lee's hedging his bets and he's gone.
I think on a good safe reason I can see from Lee's deployment is that AAT body is quite high. So if Vader can sit behind that, he's protecting.
Oh no, it's all right.
I'm at 8 activations, nothing's gone. It's a 9.
8v9 pass.
Levels it up, don't it? Because where Lee's got. What did they play? Advanced, was it?
They played advanced.
So Lee doesn't really have much choice. He's got they've kind of got to go where they've got to go, haven't they, based on the terrain. I think it's a very interesting matchup.
Yeah, I think it should
Very
be.
interesting. I think it's very even. I don't know, you're more competitive than me, so how do you?
I think Nav is one of these players where he did qualify for Worlds the first last year. And we always used to joke about him. And I'll say this to his face, he won't care. And we used to joke, got Nav as a free win for us, Nav has to go round.
I'm not saying anything because I've played Nav twice and he's beat me both times.
I mean, Nav's beaten me recently as well, but now what I've noticed, especially I think when he put the effort in, he learned the lists up to last year. By the time he went to Worlds, he'd so drastically improved as a player. It was a huge difference.
Yeah, and I think once you pick a list, choose it, and it's a strong list. If you play that to death,
I think even outside of the lists, I think he's now picking up new lists and trying them. His skill level is actually up there.
And I just think that just solely comes from playing games against varied opposition and varied
that's it. He's been playing against a lot of people. He's been going to a lot of different tournaments, playing that variety which you said you enjoyed. Not just playing the top players, but also playing other players who might be tabletop people just play in the kitchen and go to a local tournament.
100%.
And you get exposed to a different variety of lists.
I think saying that in terms of that's how Nav's going, I think what benefits Lee massively is having the channel. And he plays new lists or different lists all the time. So he's not only learning what they can do, he can learn how to play against them for when he then plays. So he plays his Blizzard Force against them, for example. So he's constantly learning all of the lists and all of the interactions.
And that's it. Like at the same time, he's also getting their reps in.
Oh yeah,
so he's creating content for the community.
100%.
But he's also like getting a little bit of I can see how this would work.
And I've noticed when I've played little sort of like games against him, just practice games, I've noticed. So like he knows what I'm going to do before I've done it because he's played it previously.
That's good. That's definitely a skill of a top player for sure.
I think it makes with a game like this when there's so much to learn. There's so many keywords, so many interactions, so many command cards. Like getting to know everything is just crucial.
It is,
because I just went into that last game against Richard then. I've never played Spider Droids, I've never played against CAD, never played against Geonotions. His whole army I had never ever played against on the table. So I have a clue what was coming. I said to him before the game started. I said to him before the game started, look, I don't really know what you'll do here, so we're just going to play it by ear and see what happens. And I managed to get the win, fortunately, but it was a very close game. The Geonotions, they're only rolling white surging saves, they're 5 in the unit, so the BX.
He hasn't got the extra man in them. Did he have the?
Yeah, the extra man, so he had 5. I think he's at 4.
No, it's 4 plus the heavy, and then you can have an extra man.
Oh, sorry, no, so he just a 5.
Did he have the Sonic gun on them?
I don't think he got a shot. I don't know, mate. He didn't get a shot.
Even better, didn't even get a shot.
But yes, I'm not sure. But into the BXs, then the BXs roll 10 dice at 3, don't they? With Surge. I think he moved 2 up onto the middle objective first turn. I think out of the 2, there was only like 2 men left after turn 1.
So when you're facing obviously for someone who's not played everything,
new.
So what is your trainer for when you face something like that? When you sit there and you go, I have no idea what his army does. How do you go about playing your game?
I just play my game.
You just ignore.
I just kind of deal with it as it happens. Because I think otherwise you just get mixed up in your own head and you start second guessing yourself, and then that's just when.
Are you a very reactive player then? You don't ever try and set what the.
No, I'm very reactive, which is why my games always get to time. And that's one thing to learn as well when you come to sort of tournament games. You've only got 2.5 hours, and that goes very quick. If you're both thinking, if the games are tight, so I'm really reactive. I'll do what I want to do, but if you do something, I'll then react to it. I will never force the game.
Situation.
Not really. Depending on the game type.
The situation, I need to grab that box.
Got to. Depending on what I'm playing with the BXs, you can scout up, can't you? You can get really close to a box early, so you go last first, and you're out of there.
That makes sense.
Sometimes I force games if I have to, but
overall, you're kind of waiting, and that's how you're then learn what that unit does. You're
exactly.
Well, I've seen what that one Geo does. He's got 4 more of them to go, or however many. I can now react to that.
And I think that's a massive thing for new players coming into the game. Is just don't get overwhelmed.
Would you say it's quite hard for new players though? Like, is there a lot to learn?
Oh yeah, I think it is a difficult. it's not hard to get into and play.
Yeah.
Because the game, the rules are brilliant. I really like them. I'm not looking forward to version 2 because I'm not sure what they're going to do. But
If there is one.
Yeah, if there is one, yeah. I think it's a really easy game to pick up in the respect of the mechanics of it. But then if you want to play at the higher level or play competitively against the better players, there's a lot to learn.
Yeah.
There's a huge gap between just playing the game and playing the game competitively. I think there's a massive.
But that's not a bad thing, though.
No, not at all. No, the game in itself is really enjoyable, regardless of how you want to play. Whether you want to play competitive or you want to play for fun, it's a really.
Can't say that word on.
I know. Don't listen to it. But yeah, I think if you want to play competitively, it can be quite overwhelming. But I think the game basically is really easy to get into.
But you say it's overwhelming, but you still don't get put off by it.
Oh, not at all.
And you said earlier that you want to go to more tournaments.
I'd rather play competitive. I'd rather play the better players. Honestly, I would rather play you and lose than play someone who's new and I win. It feels like a cheap victory.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? I would rather not win like that.
Okay.
I would rather miraculously pull off a win against you. Honestly, or
current record, it's easy at the moment, mate.
Or lose to you and play a game like that than play against.
Right.
I get more from that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because if I pull off a win, it's massive.
And you're also going to learn more from it, aren't you?
Yeah.
So then you'll catch up quicker, you'll pick up the game quicker, and all these little nuances with little skill tips.
And that's it. When I played Jeff, I was too scared, and this is a new thing for me. I played against FD cannons before, but not massively.
Yeah.
Jeff had an FD cannon in his list. I've got the tank. I could have made him play hemmed in, but I thought, we'll just put the FD cannon at the top of that section, and he'll blow the tank off the table. So I went to battle lines, which massively favoured him because he had R2, scored him at the other end of the table, and at the end of turn 1, the game was basically a 5-4 game.
Yeah.
Whereas if I'd made him play hemmed in, I can force the action there because I can put all the snipers at 5 of the cannon and shoot it off the table. So that's a really good learning curve. I'll never do that again. If I ever get into that situation, I'll never do that again.
That comes down to muscle memory and repetition and like getting the reps in with it.
Because I said to Jeff after the game, we laid it out and we laid the deck out, and I said, what would you have done differently? And we talked through, and he said, Jeff's a really good player. He would have made top 32 in the world, would he, otherwise? We talked through it, and I took away, he said he would have played Vaps on hemmed in. So then next time, if I ever get into that position, I'm going to play Vaps on hemmed in. And that's just what I've taken from that game. So
that kind of experience.
As long as you can learn from your defeats, it's huge.
There's no point coming away from a loss and having nothing learned.
No. And as long as you learn from your wins as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As long as you learn from every game that you play, as long as you take one thing away from it, you'll soon catch up.
Yeah, and I think that's important, not to blame the dice.
Oh, 100%. Because it's I'm notorious.
It's easy to, isn't it?
Oh, yes, massively. So
we all do it. Oh, the dice are cold.
We've got a running joke, because obviously before this we used to play Lord of the Rings, the Middle-earth strategy battle game, a while ago, and it was just a running joke. I roll horrendously.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah. So they always used to take the mick and used to tell me they go home and they practice rolling their dice, and I need to do more practicing. So it's a running. So then coming into a game like this, where the dice can be a massive factor. Where the dice can be a massive factor. It's good to not just, the dice are the dice. Whatever you roll, it's not you. You're not unlucky. Do you know what I mean?
You're wrong there, mate.
The dice are the dice. So,
they've got a mind of their own, and they're trying. You've got to influence them.
But you do convince yourself of that, don't you? Every time you roll bad, and you're like, really unlucky. But
it's averages. And it's like, because then you never remember the times that you rolled 7 crits.
Exactly.
You always remember the time you rolled 1 hit and you needed 2.
So I did that yesterday against Johnny. I rolled 5 B1 rockets into his bus. I think I rolled 4 natural crits. 5 natural crits impact 2. So 7 crits, which you never ever normally do.
No.
Never.
But you'll probably remember the time that you blanked out on that attack dice.
Exactly. I did earlier. But yeah, so the dice are never against you. The dice are what the dice are, and you kind of just and you just have to kind of live with that, because it's the game that it is, isn't it? It's the one thing that's taken out of your hands.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Well, once you've dropped it out of your hands, that is.
Literally. But no. What turn are we in? Are we still in one?
I think we're still on 1.
So black and a red into Vader, heading down to line.
Ooh, it's going into Vader.
Yeah, because we've got the free pip from Anakin down first.
So just for one.
Or did I miss the? Turn 2. Oh, I missed
that's
that.
That's my bad for not changing it when you were.
It's fine.
Apologies.
It's probably the most up to date the turn counter and conditions have been all weekend.
Oh yeah, because no one's been running it. Have they?
No. It's hard. Like obviously, I don't want to.
Yeah, you're on your own, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're running 16 tables.
Yeah. And like obviously, I could sit here and talk to myself, but self-cast is so hard.
Oh, mate.
Which is why I try and beg you and drag you onto this.
Yeah, I don't know. I was saying this to my missus actually recently. I don't know how streamers do it. You know, people who are streamers professionally.
Yeah.
I don't think I could be that happy and upbeat every day.
No.
Like it must be such a chore. Like people looking at me like, oh yeah, it's really easy. You're just sitting up. Like, no, you're talking to yourself.
It's the content as well, like how you just sit there and engage. And obviously, at times like this, where maybe the chat isn't as productive.
Yeah.
Or, like Legion's we're never going to get hundreds of thousands of people watching our streams, and
even with Worlds and stuff. There's a lot of the people who would sit up and watch the games are there.
Yeah,
playing.
but
You know what I mean?
we did notice a lot of our viewers, like the counts and stuff, were going up post Worlds because a lot of the players went back and watched it.
Yeah.
So like,
and also for the final, a lot of us who would have 100% sat at home and watched the final, we sat at the tellies and watched the game.
Yeah,
so you probably had 30, 40 people.
but there's only one viewership from.
Yeah, and then you've only got the one person on, but you've got like 30, 40 people who are sat around the TV watching it at the event. So, yeah, I don't know how streaming 10 hours a day talking to yourself.
Rather not.
Oh, mate, I just.
But saying that, like, it was really nice. Well, it wasn't nice being knocked out of Worlds.
Okay.
But
Obviously, yeah.
it was really nice doing all of the casting with Zane and Bushfax, and then obviously Cockles as well. Sitting there with them all weekend, having a laugh.
And having the three of them, and then with the odd fourth person, you can bounce off each other throughout the cast.
Yeah. So if one of you's like tapping out a little bit, you know, because you're talking for the whole time, roughly.
2.5, 3 hours. 2.5, 3 hours.
You might have a few lulls just while you're waiting for a bit of action or something. But it can be quite demanding.
You did a really good job. Between, because it was That's No Moon and then obviously Yavin working together. I think did a really good job. Really good job.
Hopefully we get invited back again for next year.
Yeah.
We're hoping so.
It depends how they decide to run it, I suppose.
Exactly. Yeah. It looks like we're having off to a slow start from the two of them. There doesn't seem to be many casualties on our,
which is what I kind of expected them for.
Nav's casualty box is empty, and I also think Lee's casualty box is empty. So
the bikes are all at the back, aren't they?
Yeah, they're all hiding behind these generators. So like we've got a nice view from the camera here.
To be fair, I'm not sure where's Vader.
I think he's behind this turret here.
Oh, is he really?
I think.
Well, I've had shots on him. I'm going to have a look.
Yeah, have a look.
Vader is behind exactly where Nav's targeting now. So Vader's behind that sort of ice tower.
He's moved behind the ice.
He has.
Right. So Nav's having to move out to shoot Vader. Interesting. Because now I think
he's exposing some bits and pieces in the middle, isn't he?
So now Lee could, in theory, respond with. I don't think he'll do the bikes. But I think he'd quite happily shoot whatever he brings out with the HRU.
Yeah, he's got them at the side, at the back of that turret.
Yeah.
Interesting. Because Nav wouldn't have wanted to overextend, I don't think.
No, but I think it is the end of the activation. Like it's towards, like it looks like most things are gone.
Vader hasn't been.
Oh, has he not been?
No, Vader's got. Unless he's not flipped it. And we've missed the link.
Well, to be fair, we've just been having a bit of a casual chat over the game.
Yeah. I don't think.
It just let them get on with it.
I don't think Vader's gone. Is he shooting into him? I thought he said he's targeting. Maybe not.
Maybe he's just measuring the range to make sure that Vader can't burst.
Yeah, of course.
And I think that was.
Or maybe the next shot, if he can line up a good fire support potentially.
The double moves, just giving an order for next turn. That's very true. Yeah.
Get some orders out. Who's Nav got off to that side down here?
Is that Boyle or Echo?
Is it Echo?
It doesn't look like it's Echo. So he's got Echo on the far side, just sticking out.
Yeah.
But then I think the yellow lone clone trooper.
Okay.
I think that is Boyle's squad.
Because he's got a nice line of sight down that side of the table. Down that left hand side all the way down.
I don't think it's very big on dice pools. Like Echo might be able to pick up one or two models a turn.
I think Lee's got medbots in there, hasn't he? But they're all for Vader. Well, you would expect.
Yeah, the priority is Vader, but I think he'd quite happily spend it on keeping a HRU heavy weapon. Maybe not the normal dude, but heavy weapon for sure.
Yeah, because I didn't realise when I was editing the video for you two recently.
Yeah.
He didn't mention it at the start. Obviously, it's probably known to most people. The HRU get 2 heavies, don't they?
Yeah.
He only mentioned the 1. So when I was editing the overlays for the video, I only put the 1 in. And then I was watching it through and I was like, hang on, he's taking extra dice here. And I looked at the game, I was like, so I had to go back and re-edit the overlay to put the extra 1 in. Yeah.
Dedication and hard work.
The missus does a lot of it, if I'm honest with you, mate.
She does a lot of my content as well.
Now you break it to me on stream.
Oh yeah, a lot of the 5th Trooper articles, she helps me write them.
Oh, does she? Yeah, because you still do your stuff, don't you?
Yeah. So I'll be doing a top 8 list review.
Oh, wicked.
So
Okay, cool.
obviously everyone who's made it today. So
Do you do many articles sort of each month, or do you just review?
it's usually 1 a month is what my aim is to do.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of months off.
Does that just depend? Does that just depend on what's happened or what's come out and things like that?
Yeah, I think sometimes it can be trying to find what to write about. So it can be a bit of like burnt out content. Like I'm a bit like, I literally have no idea what to write about, and that's when I'll probably not post anything.
Okay.
But then obviously now we're back into the swing of tournaments.
Season started.
Write an article on obviously the first UKGT.
Yes.
Do a top 8 review on it.
Then you've got Sheffield next month.
In July we've got Sheffield. So that will probably be my monthly content. It's usually a tournament review. I have done unit guides. I've done like what is the meta.
Oh, wicked. Okay.
I've done
always good for new players to be able to just look and read up.
I've done the one that I always see pop up in the community, not just from myself, is terrain guides.
Okay.
Like how to lay out a good table for this.
That's massive.
So if we look at the table I've done here. The head looks like it's imposing on things like recover and hostage, but it's not, because the little gun part sticks out to where the dead centre part of the map is. But it allows you still to put a model down there.
Yes.
Or a box or something like that.
Yeah.
So the head also, when I picked and laid out the map, it's tall enough at one end, the majority of it all, to block line of sight to hide behind.
Okay.
But it's a very small piece.
Yeah.
So as you can see, Nav's moving and navigating around to get line of sight. And that kind of allows him to do that, where if it was a bigger piece, you can't do that as much.
So all these tables, there you go, rules call. Back to the ideas.
Take a dodge. Still in defensive stance.
Speed 3 is 2 speed that moves. That's 2 speed that moves on there. So actually having to go good.
Yeah, I get you.
Andy's into the bank again, checking out a rule. All good?
Yeah.
All
So
good.
it was Dave trying to break the rules.
Okay, fair enough.
He was asking if he could force push a unit of Black Suns out the way, so that he could move Vader to be in melee with the Black Suns, but also touching the bus.
Okay.
Because he was trying, like, I'm only engaged with one unit. But it was like, you can't.
Okay.
You can only ever move into melee with one unit at a time.
Okay. So how's that going, that game? Very even.
Vader's alive.
Yeah. Alp's alive.
I'm asking Ollie like how he's feeling. He's just going like hands up in the air.
I poked myself in the eye with speed 2 moves. So
So,
It's always good. Always good.
I mean, looking around over at Timbo and Liam, there
Always
some
a
smiles over there.
Liam's lost 2 flutters.
Oh,
2 flutters going down is big.
so that's a huge difference compared to the first game where they played.
Okay, right.
Because Timbo decided to ignore the flutter graphs.
Okay.
He let them like roam around. Then they were in his face because he's got the bombs on them.
Yeah. Has he got comms jammer on them?
Yeah, he's got comms jammers on them as well. And then he was like, well, I've got to deal with them. And then he couldn't deal with them because they were in his face. And I think that probably led to help cascade towards him losing his game.
Do they get cover 2 as well?
Yeah.
Naturally.
Yeah, so they haven't got any armour,
But they get
just cover 2.
Which is massive.
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe he's learned then by the look of things.
Well, Timbo did say that before. I said, like, you've had your warm-up game now. He's like, yeah. Like, I misunderestimated so much of his list.
Okay.
So that's probably a good thing for Leo. Like, you know, in a normal single elimination format, that helps you. But now it's a rematch. With a top 8 cut.
It looks like he's representing Canada well over there.
Yeah.
Very much does.
He's
Interesting.
He said he's not taking it very seriously, but then he really is. Like,
I know.
I think he was quite annoyed where he lost as well. So he's like, I'm not taking this seriously. Oh, I'm annoyed.
Yeah, he lost to Lee, didn't he?
He
He's lost to Lee.
So he lost 2 games. He lost to Lee.
Oh, of course he was 3-2. Sorry, wasn't he?
Top of 3 and 2, and then he lost to Liam.
And then he lost
Looking
to
down, Chef and that, they look like they're in the middle of their game, churning away. Doesn't look like I can see too much
Who are the
missing.
other ones?
That's just 4 of it. 2 behind us.
Of course, they're 2 here.
Yeah, end of the tables. And then there seems to be a lot of pickup games going on. We've got 4, 5, 6 pickup games going.
That's cool that people have come around to get involved.
Yeah,
I think there's quite a few people staying over, isn't there, again?
Yeah,
for
going
the
out
Sunday as well.
Chinese karaoke.
Yeah, wicked. Yeah, no, cool. Because I'm back again tomorrow. The missus is out. So, I'm back up tomorrow. So.
Oh, what a shame.
But again, because I think a few people are playing Unlimited and stuff, aren't they? So I haven't seen any of the convention. And that's the thing with Legion, if you're going to commit to it and play, it is all of your time, isn't it? When you come to conventions like this, it is your time.
You might get lucky and you finish a game early and then it's the one before lunch, so therefore you've got like a 2-hour thing to go look round.
Yeah.
But it's only 2 hours to look round.
Yeah.
2 halls.
Yes. And there is a lot here. Like, to have a look. Because last year I came to this with Lee, but I didn't, because again I was wary, never played before, wasn't sure of the community, had a completely different idea of the community than it actually is. I didn't play, I just came along and I spent then 2 days watching games and although there's a lot there, you could do it in a day. However, on the flip side, if you wanted to come, there's a games libraries and you can hire board games to play and I mean for free. You know,
there's loads of demos out there as well. So I think if you queue up and you do them demos, then that means that probably you are going to be spending 2 days. You might only get 1 or 2 demos if you're here for 1 day.
I think if you're into board games, it's brilliant.
It's amazing.
Absolutely. And the amount of freebies knocking about, little sort of introductions to
different games. Have you got your Grogu?
I haven't got Grogu.
Oh, you got to get your Grogu tomorrow then.
Yeah, I might pop down and get it tomorrow. I've played have you played much Unlimited or?
Not enough. I bought into it. Because it's Star Wars.
Exactly the same. Exactly the same.
But I've definitely not played it as much as I thought. The most I've played has been at tournaments.
Oh, have you? Okay.
Yeah. So last weekend I was running a monthly event in Milton Keynes. And games were finishing up like at the hour and a half mark. It was odd numbers, so I didn't play. But the hour and a half mark, the games were finishing. I was like, Nav, do you want a game of like Unlimited? And he's like, so he literally just finished his Legion game, whips out and plays.
And that's the beauty of the game, isn't it? It can be quite quick
and that's why I brought it. I knew I wasn't going to be going to many tournaments because I'm committed to Legion.
And there's only so many hobbies you can go to.
I like having a wife and a family and everything.
Exactly.
I brought it on the knowing that I'm not going to buy too much. And just have like a deck, maybe 2.
That's what I did. So I bought it just to play with the missus at home.
Nice.
So she doesn't play any war games or anything. But that came out, and I was like, we bought a booster box and a starter box. So we just play that just between us. So we've only got the starter box and then whatever came out of the booster. So we made some very basic decks. But it's again another really easy game to pick up. Again, if you want to play it competitively, there's all the interactions that you've got to line up and stuff. But
and there was 3 of them on there's 3 tournaments of that on this weekend as well.
Oh, okay, cool.
So they were on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They did a fresh one each day.
Nice. So, that's good for the people who could only make certain days. That's really good. But again, just another nice, easy game. In fact, Star Wars is even better. But another nice, easy game just to sort of get into and buy into. And it wasn't. The starter box, I think, was 24, 30 quid.
Nice.
And you can play.
And they're also quite good decks as well, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they're not terrible. It's not like you just get really basic stuff that can't do
No.
anything. And the fact that you get everything you need to play a full game in a box for 24, 30 quid. It's just
Two of you. It's
for
not
two of you.
25 each.
Nope.
Exactly.
A lot of other card games, you've not with Legion, I suppose you buy your core, but then you don't get enough to play an 800 point and stuff
Exactly.
like that.
And the game at like anything less than 800 isn't really the same game.
No, so I've not played any skirmish.
Have you not?
No,
You don't miss a match?
I don't. No, I don't have time, mate. The kids just take all of my time up.
I think there is a time and place for skirmish, but I don't think there's any point of it being balanced. Like you can't balance a game around it.
Okay.
Because you're playing on half the size of the board, so you can look at things like snow troopers, which on a 6 foot by 3 foot board, you're like, well, I've got time, I can manage their approach. I've got a couple of turns because they're only speed 1. On a 3 foot by 3 foot board, they can pretty much reach on turn 1, and they're only speed 1 unit.
Steady. I think the one good thing about it is the fact that it is a good introduction to the game.
Yeah.
Because you don't need a big 6x3 man.
No.
You need a little 3x3 that you can play on your kitchen table at home.
And that's where I've done it in the previous years to help build up my local community. I've done like a escalation league.
Oh, that's cool.
So
I like
I've done
that.
like the first 2 games are like I think I used to do them like before skirmish was released. I used to do about 400 points.
Okay.
So it's usually like leader and a couple of units.
Yeah.
And then I'll kind of go right. We'll do a skirmish week.
Yep.
And then we'll do like a 600 point, and then we'll do a 700, and then an 800.
Oh, I like that. That's really good.
It encourages like it'd be a round. So a round would last 2 to 3 weeks, depending on how many players we've got.
Yeah.
And the idea is just you build up. So I don't have to. If I'm buying into it at Christmas, I've just got a core set. I can join in round 1.
Yeah.
I can probably play round 2 as well. And then at that point, that's a month. I can buy 1 box. And that will take me to the next.
Because of how good the community is, people may lend you a unit.
Oh, without
so
doubt.
like, they might say to you,
so
Andy, I
much.
just need 1 more unit, and you'll be like, okay, you just borrow it for this.
So Timbo. Flown over Canada, hasn't brought a single model with him.
Playing your minis.
And he's like, can I borrow everything? And I'm like, yeah, that's fine, man. And then he's also turned around and he's like, I want to run this. It's 4 T21s.
Okay.
I only own 2. So I put a chat group in the world chat. Going, anyone got 2 more that I can just borrow?
Yeah, man.
And there was like 4 of you just going, yeah, I'll bring it with us. No worries.
I had it, I think, at World, so I had to borrow something from, I think, Dave Nolan. And I've never met Dave before.
Yeah,
Put in the chat,
lovely
I need to borrow it, and Dave was like, oh, yeah, I've got one. And he brought it over for me.
Hard roast down.
Which is again, just another factor about the community, isn't it, really?
Yeah. I mean, he
That's
let me fortified.
Okay.
I've lost it.
You probably borrowed it to someone.
I've probably lent it to someone.
Yeah,
I've just not got it back. And then I'll just forget who I've lent it to.
Oh, so you can't let him forget that if he wins with your army.
Oh, well, Timbo? No. If he wins with my army, it's
Sure,
it's basically as if I played.
Half victory.
Yeah.
Half each. Oh, that's really cool.
It's also, more importantly, a tradition for a non-Brit to win the UK Games Expo.
Oh, because who won it last year?
So last year it was Finn.
Finn.
Yeah. The year before that was me, and I'm the only person to have won it.
Okay.
From England.
The UK. Yeah. Because last year there was there a couple of Polish guys in
top
the top
4 was Finn, Johannes, Oscar. No, it wasn't Oscar. Artur and someone else.
Yeah. I remember.
I can't remember. It must have been Oscar. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think I remember. Yeah.
But the top 4 was two Germans, 2 Polish.
Yeah. I remember watching Lee's game against Johannes, and that was ridiculously close.
Yeah.
It was really close last year.
And then the year before that, I think it was Johannes.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, has it been going on? Bloody hell.
Games Expo's been going for. So there was one before COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently there was Dave Grant came to that.
Okay.
Apparently there was only about 8 or 12 people who came.
Yeah.
It was like it'd only been out a couple of months.
Yeah.
So that was the first one.
Yeah.
But then like the following year was straight out of COVID. And it was ran by, I believe it was by Ellis.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah.
And has it kind of grown and grown? Was it how many was? Oh, last year was a qualifier though, wasn't it? Last year, which is the incentive.
So there's 2 years of World Open qualifier. So there was the one I won, which was World Open qualifier.
Yep.
Then there was Finn winning, which was last year World Open qualifier. But this year it's not a World Open qualifier, but it is an official grand tournament.
How many people were last year?
Last year was 64. We sold out.
Yeah.
The year before, where that was 50.
Did
So
you
it
have
had grown.
Did you have much interest past 32 for this weekend?
I think there was interest,
Yeah.
definitely. We had kind of probably 3 issues that prevented or put off people from buying tickets.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So the first one, which I think is probably the biggest factor, is time.
Okay.
So we only had 7 weeks' notice for this event.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, yeah, it was really late.
officially,
Yeah.
With the announcement of the event, it was
Yeah.
7 weeks before the event. Which, if you've got to organise juggling family,
Yeah.
like saving money, like
Yes. Yes. Just before
unfortunately,
summer.
Games Expo is not cheap.
I think another factor could potentially be that it's a Friday.
Yes, I did pick Friday for the event.
No, it's, yeah, but it's just because
That's
people have got to
another
take it out of work, haven't they?
Yes,
So
yeah.
it's another thing to factor in. If
so
you've not got
that-
the holiday.
So they're small factors coming
Yeah,
to
yeah,
it. And then the other factor I think is quite is no one knew what was in the prize kit. They knew it was a grand tournament, but what does that mean
Yeah, what does it entail?
for people who want to know?
Yeah.
You tell what you got given this weekend to play.
So what did we get? We got 6 dice from Worlds, but they were the 2 white defence,
Yep.
2 red attack, 2 black attack.
Yep.
A copy of each of the foil cards, wasn't it? Which is there's 6 in there, isn't there? I
Yeah,
think?
that's right.
So 6 foil cards, which is just as participation prizes, they're really good.
Yeah.
And for people who didn't have the opportunity to go to Worlds, like my first game yesterday was against the newer player, and that was great. Like, she was really happy that she got some dice that.
was Vicky, wasn't it?
Yeah. So you got some dice that you could only get at Worlds before. So
I believe it was her first event this weekend as
okay,
well. Yeah, her and
so,
a partner. Yeah,
so
Samuel.
participation trophies are really good.
Yeah.
What else do you get in the pack? Or is
So
it just
in the pack, you also get so the top 4 are fighting over the acrylic turn counters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was 50 tickets at Worlds.
It's just a lot of tickets.
That's 5 wins.
Yeah, it's just massive.
Yeah,
Like if you didn't play anything other than just the main event.
you wouldn't have got it.
No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Unless you went quite deep.
Yeah.
So you got the top 4 getting that.
Yeah.
You don't get anything extra for top 8. That's a bit of a weird one.
Yeah.
But then the top 2 get sidebars each, which you can see on the stream there. Like they are.
Oh, right, yeah.
These are Ollie's ones that he got for winning. So we're using them.
And that, but at Worlds they were 150, weren't they?
Yeah, 150. Because you had to pull together with someone
To win a sort of what share it.
Yeah, you'd have like.
You have it this week. You have it this week. I'll have it next week.
Custody of your kid.
Yeah, but then you're right as well. They're only 3 by 3. They're only 3, aren't they?
Yes.
So
So there are different sidebars for each game.
Okay.
So the Shatterpoint sidebars are different to the Legion ones, X-Wing ones,
But
etc.
what I mean is though, Legion is mostly played on a 6 by 3, isn't it?
Yeah. So you need 2
You
of them.
need 2.
So you got to come to top 2 twice.
You've got at Worlds you had to win 30 games to
Yeah,
get your 2
yeah.
sidebars to have a sidebar.
Or win. I only got 2 from winning.
Oh, you got 2 for winning, or win, which is just a
hard
really
thing.
difficult expectation.
Yeah.
Look, Ollie, yeah.
And then
It's expensive, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what else did you
First place you get like a plaque.
Okay.
It's like a nice glass trophy.
Okay, cool.
And it says operative grand tournament winner or something.
Okay.
It's got some wording on there. It's got the operative symbol on there as well.
How do the rankings? So you said it's a ranked tournament.
Yeah.
How does the rankings work? Do you go into like is there a leader, or is it just the main rankings on like 5th Trooper, for example?
Oh, as in like where you finish?
Yeah. Does that accumulate? So say I go to another grand tournament.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just got a rules question on our main game. They've probably been in it a while.
That's all right.
Rules all good?
Yeah. So Timbo was asking when Fifth Brother moves, as long as he moves his full distance, then force pushes and then punches, does he get ram?
Oh, does it?
Yeah. So as long as he's done a full move, the attack doesn't have to be straight after it. It's not relentless or something like that.
Right, okay, so if he pulls someone in, he gets the ram.
Yeah.
Nice, that's a nice interaction to know.
Yeah. So
that ram's really good on Brother.
it helps the consistency.
Yeah, it does.
So any Luke player will tell you 5 black dice or 7 of Luke. It's not reliable.
Okay. Did he have the open shot?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. No, I'm good, thanks, mate. All good. I don't think, just looking at this game behind us, I'm not sure he's having the best of it at the moment. There's a bus down. There's a bus down, there's 2 black suns down, I think.
Is that?
Yeah.
But it depends on what the mission is.
It does.
Like,
It definitely does.
one thing I have noticed when I've been watching Ollie's games a lot of the time is he loses a lot of models.
Okay.
But
Still clutches the wins.
It's not clutching it,
No.
but it's more about what them buses do in them early turns and stuff that give him that win and that advantage.
Yes.
So it looks really dire for him.
Yeah.
No pun intended. But yeah, it then leads into him getting that win because of what they did.
Yes.
They applied early pressure, or they zoned him out, stopped something from moving.
I know I was talking to when we was in the car. Oh.
We have about 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left until the train will shut. Flagged purchases, exhibitors swap those cars. 10 minutes until the train will close.
Sorry if you can hear the announcement over the tannoy, they're ridiculously loud, and I think they're going to go off multiple times in the next 10-15 minutes, because they did yesterday. Deafening. And I think that's another thing for new players. Again, I didn't do this when I first started playing. I just wanted to get in your face and roll lots of dice.
Yeah.
If you're a new player, play the objectives.
I don't think that's a bad thing though, like, because at the end of the day you are there to have a bit of fun, and rolling the dice is part of having that fun.
No, I agree. But but if you want to win, you got to play the objectives. I used to forget things, silly little things like maybe not tapping a VAP or not having my hostage in a zone to score, and silly little things like that. And it's easy for you to make those mistakes.
I think the key for that is knowing what the win is, not how you get there, but at least what it is I've got to do to win.
Yeah,
as you say, tap them back rates. I get extra victory points in my hostage back. It's
Yeah,
great if I've got it, but I still lose.
Yeah, and knowing, especially with lists like Blizzard and things like that, you don't have to be uber aggressive, do you?
No.
KP can be an incredibly boring game because people just tend to sit off and then last.
I mean, we're pretty.
What, 3?
Yeah, we're turn 3 here, but nothing's
sure
dead yet.
No,
we haven't lost a clone. We've got 1 clone here from Nav.
I do like Nav's try. Sparkly.
It is
nighttime scene.
He didn't paint it. That's why he's not allowed to enter painted competitions.
Oh, did we have? There was 3 entries, weren't there?
Yeah, there was 8 entries into it.
Yes, nice.
And there's some amazing painted competitions.
Have you done the announcement for that? Did I miss it?
I forgot to do the announcement.
That's all right.
No one reminded me. And then who was it who came over to me? It was Josh and everyone who came over. It was Josh and Paul, the parent playing. They both came over just like, did you do the best painted? And I was like, yes, sorry, I've just forgot to announce it. Like, I completely forgot about it.
Oh man, I don't want any spoilers, but please don't let it be all.
No, it's like, so I've told them. So I said, it's not a problem because a lot of people had left by then. So I said the goodbye and everything. But so it's okay because I know the two people who've got it are still here.
Oh, wicked.
So,
okay, there you go. What's it best? So I did miss it because I was late and then I had someone.
Yeah, so it's not a best painted competition.
Yes.
So the rules document for a grand tournament is it's a play in it to participate kind of. I can't remember the exact word. And it's play it painted. Is what they call it.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
So as long as your army is painted, you can enter the competition.
Yeah.
And the way the document is, you randomise who wins. So you enter, you get a free. You randomise who wins.
Okay.
There's no voting. There's no politics. There's no Ollie cheating here with Ollie. I heard that it already drummed up 9 votes, and I was like, well, there's no voting.
So you just randomly draw it?
Random drew it from the guys.
That's really good. And do you know for what reason? Because people get really disheartened when they've spent hours upon hours entering this, and then they enter it and then they lose, and they'd probably look at their arm thinking, "Oh, that was really good." Everyone else must think it's rubbish.
Exactly.
Having the randomizer is really good. I like that.
So the other thing as well, because you get 2 best painted prizes in the box.
Okay,
for
cool.
the prize kit.
Yeah.
I did like the judges' best opinion, like whatever you want to call it.
So you get to pick one.
I picked one out. So obviously it's based on what I perceive. It doesn't mean it is the best. It's just what I perceive.
I really like that idea of it being random.
Yeah. So I shortlisted it for free.
Yeah.
It was the Liam's Wookiees.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is Fluttercraft's got one hanging off. Have you seen it on the ropes?
Oh, I've not noticed. That's wicked.
Yeah, so one at the
Oh, I can see.
Yeah. So he's got one hanging off with the ropes with the bomb hanging out. And
That's
that's like
cool.
really cool.
That's cool.
And then like you actually look at the Wookiee fur, he's done some really good highlighting. Like it's got a lot of detail. It's not just contrast painted it. Nothing wrong with that. That's how I paint.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I picked a winner at a recent event because we sponsored the event and did the best painted army. I picked the winner and I was speaking to him afterwards. So yeah, just contrast painted all of these. They looked amazing. Oh man, they looked
it's
amazing.
how you apply that contrast. You can slop it on like I do, and it probably doesn't look great. But if you're careful with it, it makes it.
Because he was saying to me, he was like, "I don't know how I've won," and I was like, "They look fantastic," and he was like, "Yeah, I only contrast painted." There you go then.
So Liam was third in my thing.
Yeah.
But the top 2, which were not miles ahead, but there was a big jump between him and Liam's, and Liam's was really nice. Was both Josh's and Paul's.
Oh,
so they were second and first.
Okay.
So Josh's for me, like he's got clones, and they're amazingly done. He's done some really good basing theme on them. And they've got lots of chip damage on the armor, and they're like quite worn. But he's still got all the paint markings. Like if you go and look at the fine detail. It's amazing. It really is top.
So who won out of the 2 of them? Who won?
I gave it to Paul.
Okay.
And the only reason, like, the slight difference between the 2, and I said them to both, and I was talking to him. He's sat there and he's edge highlighted all of his B1 models, and like for me, like maybe you do the leader, like you want to pop a little bit more,
stand out,
or the heavy, you know. And I picked up the random B1s, like just the generics, the ones that people care less about. And they had all the edge highlighting done on the legs, on the arms, on the backpacks, and then BX droids had the same edge highlighting, and then the spider droids, like the way he's done the eyes. Have you seen them?
I've not looked. No, I'll have to have a look.
They're really like amazingly well done. Like they're quite glazed over looking.
Oh,
like
cool.
Quite. They look
like a lens.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like the red ones look like a scary lens. You know, like a proper like I'm gonna murder you robot.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
So it was just that care to detail from Paul. Was the thing that just edged it over Josh.
Has he got any novelty models this time out, Paul?
No, he hasn't got his newspaper reading.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah.
And it's got
B1 on the beach.
It's got a B1 unit which got a HQ uplink.
Okay.
So he extended the antenna on the shoulder. And he's given him a little portable scanner, like he's got a little notepad portable scanner thing.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, and he's like, that's my HQ unit.
I like that. Paul plays a lot of droids, doesn't he? So,
but looking at the model, that sounded like it.
Shatterpoint.
But like where he's extended the antennas, rather than just being like you can see where they've extended, it's smooth. You couldn't tell. It looks like it's the part of the original model.
That's how
it's that level of detail that adds up to it.
That's nice. Yeah, I've seen a couple of his novelty models that he's painted, and got the B1 in a deck chair and things like that.
That's hilarious.
Brilliant, mate.
Did you read the newspaper?
No, I didn't. Is it actually a
okay? He's actually painted the newspaper.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then he's got an actual it's not like an A7 piece of like paper that he gives you. It's the same one that the droid's got.
Oh, okay. And is it in Arabic though, or is it?
No.
Okay.
It's written in binary because they're droids.
Oh, that's genius.
It's all 1 zeros.
Oh, that's really good.
But he's got a little picture. I think it's like Anakin or something like that.
Okay. What would have been cool is if he. I presume he probably, knowing Paul, it probably does say something, doesn't it? It's probably like a sentence. It would be quite cool if he gave you the binary, so you could work out what the message is. That would be quite a nice thing. I might mention that to him actually. See, so then you can work out what the message is, because it could be something stupid like you lose. he gives you that before you play, because Paul's a really good player, isn't he?
He's really lovely.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy. So when I went to MK, apart from Lee in the community, Paul was the first person I ever spoke to.
Really?
And he just came up to me and was like, "Oh, I'm Paul, how you doing?" And we just stood and had a chat for like 10 minutes. Never met him before. A really nice guy. And again, it is what it is, isn't it?
So that shows the community though, doesn't it?
100%, mate.
Yeah.
100%. And everyone's got time for you.
Yeah.
Everybody. So who have you got commentating tomorrow?
We've got Tom
Oh, we
Smith,
could-
yeah,
cool,
Tom
it's
Smith's
going
coming in, and then obviously there's only 2 tables. I'll probably join in as well. So it'll be
Yeah.
2 of us back on cars.
Be back from skiing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, ski.
He's back from
I
skiing.
think he is listening. Like I've been messaging him a little bit.
We'll
more.
find out in a second.
And then obviously when you finish shopping, you can come and join us.
Yeah,
as well,
mate.
if you want to.
As long as I'm
I
not
won't
too
drag you as
hungover.
much.
No. As long as I'm not too. Honestly, yeah, I'll come because my intention was to have a look around the convention for a couple of hours. Mate,
Yeah.
I'm not probably going to. We played some bolt action last year.
Oh,
So there's
nice.
a bolt action. You can play like a Band of Brothers theme
Yeah,
table.
yeah,
You can go and play some bolt action,
Oh,
which
that's
is a really
cool.
good game, man.
Yeah.
Look, and having.
I've played bolt action.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I like the activation wise of it. It's very similar to
Anime.
Legion.
Similar,
Yeah.
So me and Lee played some bolt action last year, so I might go over and have a go at that tomorrow, just for half an hour or something.
Yeah.
And then they've got a giant Risk. I don't know if you've seen the
Ooh,
giant
no.
Risk. So it's like a map of the UK,
Yeah.
but it's huge. It's
Oh.
like 12 by, probably 12 by I don't know whatever. I don't know 6 or something. It's huge map, and then there's like 6 guys controlling different factions started around the map, and they start on Friday morning when the convention starts,
Yeah.
and it finishes at the end of Sunday.
Oh, so
And
it's one game?
They play for 3 days.
Oh damn.
One game that lasts for 3 days, and I think if you wanted to play, you could sign up and say, I'm going to play this army for half an hour. And I think
that's
I've
cool.
got a feeling it's for charity, so
Yeah.
you can make a donation.
Oh,
You
that
play
makes-
that army for half an hour.
That's cool.
It's really cool. Really
Yeah.
cool. So I went over there last year and had a go. So I'll probably do that again tomorrow.
You said there's lots to do here at the
Lots.
Games Expo.
Lots.
Yeah.
And I really like the library. For me is a really good one. That you can just go up and borrow a game.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay or anything. Borrow a game and then
So we're going-
go and play it for 3 hours. And
Yeah,
it's
that's
open
it.
till midnight, isn't it? So if you wanted
Yeah,
to,
pretty much. Yeah.
yeah, really good.
So it looks like we're going into turn 4.
They are just telling you what.
I think there's that aggressive negotiations
Would
we've
have
had,
been
mate.
nice for them to do it in the dice box, like they were probably told.
What's the other one? Aggressive negotiations in.
Oh, can you see?
No, I only
from the
see
image.
Nav's one. Yeah, only from the image. I don't know what Lee's played. Hey.
I don't want to interrupt.
Bless you.
Andy, authoritative is range 2, isn't it?
What's that?
Authoritative is range 2.
It's been fantastic to have you at the UK Games Expo, but now it's time to leave.
And then,
The UK trade halls 1 and 2 are now closed. Please make your way to the exit.
Standing orders, Lee played to say. He loves the standing orders.
It's been fantastic to see you. We'll be back enough now. We'll have
I don't know
Please leave the
what
train.
he's already played, so I don't know. He won't have played in Black and White, I presume.
No, I mean
So he's played Overwhelming.
he's got no reason not to play until turn 6.
No. And I think I don't want to drop any spoilers for people who've not watched the battle rec yet, so I won't say anything. But again, that just boils down to the more you play, you know what things do. You do things at different timings, and
Yeah.
I won't say anymore. Just 'cause I don't want to drop any spoilers. People may be out there who want to go and watch it and don't.
That's true. Yeah.
So Nav is moving up then.
I think he's having to.
Oh, he's got to. Yes.
Like Lee's putting himself in a nice little position here where
His little pocket.
I think he's trying to pop off Echo down backside here. Like
Yeah.
Echo's shooting back, and I think he's trying to punish him for just exposing Anakin by himself.
So I obviously wasn't around playing this game when Blizzard Force first came out.
Yeah.
Were they just stupidly broken up first? Did it? Or
I think the thing that makes Blizzard good is it's the objective deck. It's not the individual units themselves,
Yeah.
and I think it's the style of play is also. When it first came out, it was very alpha striking. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah,
So
yeah, no,
you
yeah.
hit hard, and if your opponent survives, then you're probably in a bit of trouble.
Okay.
And I think that's how people used to play. It's like I'm gonna hit you with HRUs on turn 1 and 2. Just a lot of dice.
Oh, he's off. He's off for a rules check. Sorry, Ollie hasn't lost the bus, he's just taken the model off. Off the spigot. hasn't lost it. He hasn't lost the bus. The base is there, look.
Yeah.
I just couldn't see it. I saw it down that end, but I didn't see it there. So all good on the rules?
Yeah, so Krennic is currently hiding under like a landing platform.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and Liam's parked his last fluttercraft on the top of it.
Okay.
And he's like, "Can I bomb it?" And I'm like, "Yep," because you're above him and you're overlapping him.
Oh really?
Yeah, even though we physically can't see him.
That still counts?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's overlapping the model.
Yeah, because in this game you can teleport, can't you, through a platform? So if you're underneath it, you can move straight up.
Yeah, exactly. With a climb action, you can. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a bit of a weird one.
It is a weird
stupid one. Absolutely stupid because there's like a floor between them.
You can't physically see him.
No.
Yeah.
But
okay, that's cool.
I mean, you're just dropping a really big bomb that just goes through the roof and into the floor.
Maybe. Okay.
It's Star Wars.
It's not reinforced.
Yeah.
We'll allow it. Okay, that's cool.
So yeah, Blizzard.
Yeah.
I think the hitting people for turns 1 and 2 with the range 4 6 dice being very consistent, and then the bikes hitting you one after the other is a very alpha strike, as I say. If you survived it, you probably could win it.
Okay.
But then what happened was people learned how to either stall them or stagger them, so they can't hit you all at once, or moving to what were kind of a slightly with the very defensive meta. It forced that to appear.
Yeah. Which is how they are played now, isn't it?
Yeah, the clones and stuff.
Yeah.
But then I think Blizzard then continued to kind of evolve, and you get into this more cagey style, and it's abusing their missions. So you've got K positions with 4 bikes.
Yes.
And what you'll hopefully see next turn for definite, Lee will position his bikes to do one of 2 things. And that's either threaten the middle key position or threaten your opponent's home key position.
Yes.
So when I saw him playing against, who did he play in the last round? It was Nathan.
Yeah.
He had his bikes positioned that he could either zoom onto his home objective or onto the middle key position.
Okay. Yeah.
So then Nathan held 3 units back on his home, 3 units back on his home position.
Oh, just to counter.
Just to make sure that if he did sip his bikes there, that it was a draw.
Yeah.
Second half move playing. Nothing else has happened. No dice have moved. No talking to people. No I don't want to do something else. Is it too late? Yeah, I didn't want to claim. It's you claimed. I need to play again once I'm going to change. I'm not going to do anything to say it. That's what I prepared it. Burn that tank to the ground!
I think there could be a big shot going into Vader here.
I'm the king of Batman.
You won. Nice one.
Oh, I'm going to get my shit out.
All good?
Yeah.
Yes, then that's the beauty of the 4 bikes, isn't it? They're so good at being able to do so many different things. You've got bombing run and things like that.
Yep, and that's what makes
Breakthrough.
Blizzard still very good today.
Yeah.
And also, they can do a lot. They can do the missions. They can harass the enemy. They can do a lot of damage. Depending on what you want to do, they're quite back. And I think it's because you can take 4.
Yeah, it's just huge.
So I don't think they're busted. I think the win rate's not as high as some other things
And I think
that are
the
out
fact
there.
that you can't take up Vader, it was up Vader before that you could take, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
you could take him.
So now you can't, can you?
Correct.
Now? So yeah. That's kind of
Makes more theme
yes.
because he wasn't operative Vader when he was on Hoth.
No.
So
Okay, nice. I like
yeah, exactly. So have you been finding Blizzard? No,
EXD.
you've been EXD. Yeah, there we go. I'll get there eventually.
Yeah, good. What I really like about them is having the 3 surges on Kalani makes them so flexible. What I I've said I know, I probably not. If I was to play them again, if I'm looking back, if I was to play them again, I probably would take the tank out and play more units with upgrades.
Right.
Just because obviously the tank can't spend the surges. I was probably playing it badly. I don't know if the tank wouldn't be that last game, so I'm doing it a massive disservice here. The tank basically won it by chasing down a box carrier. I don't know if I get enough out of the tank. It's really good. It's a real good focal point. So it tends to just draw all of my attention, the attention of my opponents.
Yeah, that's fine.
So it's really good for that. I don't know if offensively I'll get enough out of it. So I don't know if I'll be better off maybe taking an extra unit of B2s, the 2 HAs, giving offensive push maybe to the BX droids.
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe tweak it to be more trooper.
If you
heavy.
were going to play it some more, because you're not going to play
Yeah,
it
no, probably not, mate. Honestly, really not. I don't know what I want to go to next.
Yeah. Fifth Brother and Seven Sister. Love
with
it.
the new rain. I think we said, didn't we, about the suppression and stuff. So
Go full.
maybe if we get some of them, maybe try that.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to play Brother and Sister.
Oh.
I think someone eventually is going to crack it.
Yeah.
And they're going to create a list that is just so they just work. They synergise perfectly with the cards and stuff. But the one that you've got, they do. Yeah. But obviously it's different. It's different. I've not played against the list that you created and similar to what Tim was running. I've not played against that yet. So
I think it's just they're not a Vader. They're not going to win you a game by killing everything. They're not going to be able to tank a lot of damage and still do a lot of damage, which is like a Vader.
Operative shouldn't.
No,
I don't think.
I agree. It's not like, I don't know, I suppose now you mention it, because they are operatives, they are a bit like just a Sabine, you know.
Yeah.
They hit okay-ish, and they might swing the game in your favour, but they're not going to win it for you. Like it's they're just going to give you that chance to go, oh, I've got to come back now because of them.
And I don't think there's probably not many, you probably know more than me, but there's probably not many operatives out there, is there, that can kind of take the game on their back.
The only ones I think bounty hunters are the only ones you can. That's because if they get that bounty, that's huge. And maybe R2 for secret mission.
Yeah, cheeky. That's the thing with. And I might go back to when I very first started playing. I played double bounty. Just because I like the idea of potentially having 2 extra victory points that your opponent doesn't have the chance to get. And then I played like a bit of a crazy list once with some Tawns, a Din, R2, just to try and get, so you got the extra victory point for Din, you got the extra victory point for R2. I like that idea of having access to points that your opponent can't score, which could swing a way.
And it changes the game. Like how you have to play it, how you approach it. You can't be aggressive with that. Bounties.
Seriously, we need to go now. Need to put the exits. Come on, be good games now. 2 exits. 1, 2, 1, 2. Copy down. We love you very much. Very slack for the day.
We're allowed to start.
Get you all over.
What's the time on the round?
I think it's about
140, is that?
it's about 1:45.
Okay.
It just clicked over now.
It's just under an hour to go. Just under an hour to go.
Steal some of Nav's dice for me, just some red defense dice. I need 5. I need 5. I knows why. Would you like the privilege of rolling? Go on, add the extra
I
time.
don't like the idea.
Oh, you don't like the idea? Oh, sorry, would you like the roll? Go on then.
It's any pain, isn't it?
Any pain.
Any pain. That's it.
Okay, alright, so we've got.
So then, you put an extra 2 minutes under.
Yeah, that's right.
Cool. So then it would be 2 hours 31 minutes.
They do.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, two there. You include surges.
Yeah. And then they still get the 15 minutes hard dice. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought a clock in. Honestly, it's so nice having a clock.
But not a clock counting down.
No, you can no. But yeah. It's just
Just to be clear.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not allowed the clock that counts down.
No. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. It's just. I found that really difficult at Worlds, and I spoke to numerous people as I play quite slow, and it's not because I'm doing it on purpose. No. There's just a lot to think about, and my games tend to go the distance because they tend to be quite close one way or the other.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I'm not over aggressive, so not knowing the time in such a time-sensitive game.
Yeah.
Because you want to play 6 is so difficult, and they need to work out a way of working that out themselves. And how they want to run it. So.
And say the community at the moment is doing a bit cheekily, but we're doing a
Oh, sorry, mate. You good?
It's fine.
Charger.
Just trying to charge my phone.
No worries. Technical issues. There we go. No, I know you can't have a clock counting down, but there's no rules against starting a timer, is there?
There is.
Okay. Right.
So at a player level, you're not allowed.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So
no one. I don't think anyone has it.
No.
I've not seen anyone.
So they did put in the document in the latest rules one that
Yes.
you can't use digital.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So I can have an analog watch.
Analog clock. What age and era are we in now?
Yeah, I know. We've got to go backwards.
Because people can't. Yeah. But it can still work.
It's very silly. It's
I
one
just
of
think
them.
it's so important, and I genuinely don't know the reason either way. What the reason?
I think it's so that they're not perceived as being competitive. Having a time limit on something that you can see encourages different play styles and play behaviours. So if we're trying to be less competitive, then I think that's what they're trying to achieve.
Okay, right. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I don't think, and there will be, because every community has got people who modify dice and things like that. They're going to be everywhere, somewhere in a dark hole, playing
at the bottom of the toilet.
Playing, but I genuinely don't think I've ever come across anyone who would slow play on purpose.
Well, that's great to hear that.
Everyone just seems like they're there to play. Nobody I've ever played against, or I've seen playing, seems to intentionally be slowing down.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Or taking an age to do something.
Because you get bored.
Yeah. Everyone just does their thing. Like it's an interesting class. Like I said, for a game that's so important that you get to 6.
Yeah.
For so many different lists.
And that's it. And I think that. But I don't think hiding the timer helps in any way.
No.
Regarding that.
No, I don't think it does. It's so nice to know, because I've had games over this weekend where just being a bit like sort of working out in your own head. I look at my watch. We started at this ruffle of time, and we've got it massively helped me, because you know that I can get through 5 and we can get to 6, and I need 6 to win. Yeah. If we don't play 6, I lose, and it's a weird for a game where it's a 6-turn game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, completely.
It's like a sixth of the game.
Yeah.
You could potentially be taken away.
Yeah, completely.
By not getting to do it. So I love that table, by the way. The
Naboo one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Did you get to play on that one as well?
No, I think you played here.
Yeah, you played next to it.
Next door, yeah. Lovely. Really lovely. So are all these tables yours?
Yes.
You're a brave man.
No.
So you've left them.
Stupid man.
What I mean is you leave them set up overnight, don't you?
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it.
Well, yeah, that's I never thought about that. Now you're making me paranoid.
Sorry, mate. But the tables, tables are set up, and that is a table, isn't it? There's no spare terrain.
No.
So it only takes one person to come along and.
It does, yeah.
Sorry for
what you're taking now.
Sorry for no, we don't.
I'm looking for the Crafty Terrain's new table next time.
raising it to your awareness.
Oh, look, that looks familiar.
Me and you were saying it only takes someone in a high beast to come along and start packing the table away.
It does.
You're a brave man. You're a brave man.
Well,
don't get me wrong. I'm so happy that you brought him. So happy that you brought him, because we wouldn't get to play otherwise.
Well, you can't take him down in between though. Like, it takes so long to set up.
No. And you wouldn't want to take him down at the end of the day. Take them home, bring them back. 16 tables.
I've got 20 tables.
How did you get them all up here?
In a van.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got them picked up.
Do you come up Thursday evening?
Yeah. Only Thursday day though. So
hopefully tomorrow you'll be finished a little bit earlier, so you've got time.
Yeah. So I'll do a bit of tear down tomorrow. Takes up during the day kind of thing.
Yeah.
Clear down the tables we're not using. So we have 4 tables on the first game,
semis and finals, yes.
And then the finals we only have the 1 table, which will be the stream table.
Yeah.
The top 4 only have 2 tables.
And people will help you, won't they? People will chip in and stuff.
Yeah, if they do, they do. They don't. They're not here to strip it all down. And the way I like to keep the stuff as well, it's fairly straightforward. You've got a box, that's your table.
Yes.
It makes taking down and setting up really easy for me.
How is it going to work for MK? Because that's 46 tables.
Yeah, that's great, isn't it?
46 tables. It's an unbelievable amount. I'm guessing you've got people donating.
48, I think.
92 pounds.
96.
Oh yeah, 48 then.
Yeah.
I thought it was only 92, 96.
No, it's 48, mate.
Bloody hell. That's
yes,
got 20.
I own more than that. Yeah. I've got another 6 at home.
Okay.
There's also another 2 here that aren't being used, so I've got 22 here. So that's 28 that I'm at, that I own.
Yeah.
Crafty Terrain are a sponsor, and they're going to bring some
Yeah,
tables
Lee
down.
will bring a couple with him.
Yeah, so that kind of rounds me up a little bit. Like people like Nav's got quite a few tables.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
but he owns them and Justin paints them.
Okay. Right, yeah. No
So
problem.
like, that will help out, and I'll reach out to the other community members just to top me up to that
You'll
little
get
bit to
to
cover
there.
that gap. And then
You'll
like
get
I've also got more the printers on 24/7.
Okay.
So I'll print some more between now and August as well, and paint them hopefully. The wife will really appreciate it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Although you've got so many tables, so there's 16 here. None of them feel bare.
Good.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's really important
You could
to hear.
have 40 tables,
Yeah.
but if they've only got 5 pieces of terrain on each table,
Yeah.
it's irrelevant. They all feel balanced.
And they're all different.
They're all different, and
I've got a couple which is similar. So I've got like a Jedi temple and Sith temple, and they're just painted differently.
I've got a query.
Go on then.
The one with the falcon,
The
incredibly cluttered one with the falcon.
Endor, yeah.
It's a lovely table.
Yeah.
Do you not think it's over cluttered? No. Because you envisage the falcon playing as if it's just the game map, so the fact that it's there is kind of irrelevant. I played on it twice.
Why didn't we play on twice? I've got the spare
Oh,
table.
I'm not bothered.
that
I'm not bothered.
Yeah, so it's Yavin.
It works quite well with the BXs because I can get them on top of the ruins and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. I think the idea was, I think a lot of the stuff that's on there is a lot of scatter.
Okay.
So it's meant to be a lot of light terrain.
Okay.
So I don't know how that played out for you. That is also one of my newer tables, so I've not actually had player feedback
The
yet.
detail on it's really good.
Cool. So
Like with the tents and stuff,
Yeah.
really nice.
So-
It's a really nice table.
yeah.
It just felt a lot like you walk up to the table and you're like,
There's a lot there.
we've got to work out what all this is. Do you know what I mean?
It's good to it's good to feedback. As I say, it's one of my newer tables, so I've not had it at a big tournament yet.
Because you've got that big gantry as well,
Yeah.
so the gantry could always step back and potentially further gap at the Falcon. Look, don't get me wrong, having the Falcon Airs, and it's not damaged, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really nice. It's
Yeah,
really
and
nice.
the key thing is the Falcon itself isn't in the centre of the table.
No, because that can take away from the game massively.
Yeah, for the key positions and everything like that.
Oh, it's really nice, don't get me wrong. It just, as a player walking up to it,
There's a lot going on.
there's a hell of a lot going on. Like if you just compare it to a table like this, man,
Yeah.
or this table,
Yeah,
you walk up to the table quite quickly, you're like, boom, 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 this is everything.
because there's a lot of similar looking terrain.
Yeah. With that one, it just, you walk up and there's so much going on, it's quite difficult to be.
Okay.
We need to work this out here now, look.
Yeah.
And then, do you go with a lot? Because this is a funny one with Legion as well. People differ on what they call light and what they call heavy, don't they? So you could walk at a table and be like, we'll call this heavy. Or I could walk at something like that, and we'll call it light.
Yeah.
So with that table particularly, because there's so much, if your opponent's like, I think it's heavy and it benefits them, but I want it to be light because that would benefit me.
Of course, yeah.
Like it didn't lead to any disagreements. We all just, I'm quite of a, you tell me what you think it is, we're just going to play that. I can't be bothered to argue the toss. But you will have people out there who argue the toss.
And if you ever do get into that situation, if one of you says the heavy and one of you says light, and
I think we roll the dice.
you do, that is exactly what you should do.
I think we roll the dice for
Now-
seeing through something.
Yeah, like if you can or can't,
Yes.
at least you know from the beginning of the game. That's really important. I mean, what you can do is you can go, oh, I think this is light because of this.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't mean I'm still right.
Yeah.
I'm just going, look, I think ice. So, for instance, when I play on this map at home or like a game store, if I'm playing on it, my suggestion is all of the ice, so this see-through terrain, is light.
Okay.
Because ice against blaster fire, blaster fire's hot. You know, like.
It
There's a bit
melts
of
it.
theme.
Yeah.
It melts it, so it doesn't provide heavy cover. And then you've also got lots of heavy cover from anything that is metal, all of the like turrets, all of the pieces of the AT-AT, the buildings, and then the craters can be area light. So you've got a lot of variety. Now don't get me wrong, not every table will have the same variety and the quantities of them, but I try and provide all the types on every table.
Yeah, I think we played, so the first game on that table that I played, we played the tents as light.
Yeah.
Then the second time we played them as heavy.
Right, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I played them two different ways in one day, I think.
That's fair enough.
And it's just because my opponent was like, I think this, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to, we'll just play with it.
I mean,
My BXs are going to get you down
it's
to
not
the
worth arguing over at the end of the day.
No.
I mean,
I'd just be as
I think
logical
you
as you
should,
can.
as long as there is some light on the table, I think you're okay. If everything's just heavy, then you should probably go, look, the game is designed that we have some light, some heavy.
Yeah.
That's why you have sharpshooter 1, sharpshooter 2.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
I think when you come to do it, you've got to be logical as well.
Yeah.
In terms of, I think I played one game with the Falcon that you could see underneath.
Yeah.
Played one game with the Falcon where you couldn't see underneath. Do you know what I mean? So I played
both ways.
two different ways. So
that's fine.
Yeah. As long as you agree from the start and
Exactly.
do it logically. Like, the thing with stairs and stuff, I play that you have to go up the stairs.
Yeah.
But then some people don't. Some people play that you can just
Climb straight to the top.
straight.
Yeah.
As long as you agree with your opponent early doors.
It's really important that you. Yeah.
The last thing you want to do is it comes down and it's an important decision at the end. And you've not
Halfway through the
discussed
game, you're like, what do we do?
Yeah. And you've not discussed it. So, are you? Do you have to get here? So we obviously start about 9. Have you been getting here early to make sure everything's ready?
Yeah. So Tom should be in early. And we're going to set up the camera. I think Tom might want to add an extra camera in.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
So we can flick back and forth.
I really like the idea. The top. I've said it to Lee about the channel. I really like your top-down view camera.
Yeah. I think it is hard though because obviously for me when I was just wandering around and doing the event and TOing, there's no point in having different camera angles.
You can't flick.
Because there's no point in me flicking because by the time I come back round it could be 5 minutes later, it could be 30 seconds, it could be 30 minutes because I get sidetracked and talk to people. Yeah.
Double check this shot.
Rules check.
It should be done. 5 out of 6 of it.
Wasn't even needed.
How's it looking in terms of? Has any more models gone down?
I can't actually say. I'm going to go and have an actual look at what Lee's lost.
Yeah,
I think there's been a bit of blink damage from Nav. And it's really obviously approaching turn 5 now.
Where's Vader is quite important, I think.
Yeah,
Do you know
I'll go and have a look. Just hearing Chris laugh, that's so loud. That's Chris. Maybe not as great as you might think. Obviously, looking at Nav's dead pile here and next to us, we can see one. But I think Lee might have lost the whole HRU squad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't see them on the board, and I can only see the other one that just literally just activated just now. And it was again they're down to like 2-3 models.
Oh, okay.
So again, but Vader's untouched, he's on full health. We're going into turn 5. Vader's played Vader's Might.
Okay.
So this is going to be probably a playmaking turn here.
Yes.
And then we're going into turn 6 where he's going to play Implacable. So
Now's got his home objective just with Echo, which is a pretty standard home manoeuvre, isn't it?
it's
Take
just
the home.
But then if 4 bikes dive on it, Echo's not going to do a lot.
No.
So
how far they gotta go. That's the thing with the bikes with KP as well. They're really good at displacing stuff, aren't they?
yeah, they can even displace it. And I think it would be possible if there's enough bikes to stop like a Echo being on that, even touch his own objective. And that doesn't even include the fact that they probably have more units on it than Echo himself.
Because that middle KP is just the barrel, like a big barrel, isn't it?
No, it's the whole head. Yeah. Oh no, sorry, it's not the head. It's the. You're right. It's the barrel, the black. It's the neck of the. It's the neck.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, it's basically the neck of the AT-AT. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So it's like, you've got the body, the neck, then the head.
Nice.
Then you've got the legs splat out this side.
Yeah. I didn't notice that. I like that. That's cool.
So you can put some theme behind a kind of competitive built board. So.
What about you? That looks like 4, could be more.
Looks like you're on turn 4. Yeah, so Ollie and Dave on turn 4.
It's taken 3 wounds, Vader's taken 5, there's 2 stormtroopers left, that's taken 2 wounds, that's taken 2 black stones.
Okay.
Scribbler's got the last one. About 9 guys I lose, about 5, I'm wondering
Fair enough. So,
interesting then that it's bombing.
yeah, bomb and run. So it could be that Ollie wins if Palp dies. It's basically what Dave was saying there.
He's got 2 sweeps knocking about with overrun. Trickery.
He's got 2 wounds left on Palpatine, so nowhere near over.
No. He looked it's looking a hell of a lot different there now than he was.
Is that 3 flutters yet? It doesn't look like there's the 3rd flutter dead, I think.
Oh, I don't know. He was up on top of that building, wasn't he?
I don't know. Oh no, I can see the base, it is on the table. The model's over here, but the base is over there. Yeah. Technically that's not allowed.
Interesting.
But I do think Tim looks like he's had a lot of casualties. I'm going to go and have a look at how Nathan and Jeff are getting on.
Have a nosy around, see how
have an update on all the other tables.
Yeah. How are all the games looking?
Jeff's one versus Nathan looks.
Okay.
Yeah, they look pretty even. I'm not quite sure where that's going. I won't lie. The Timbo. I'm trying to think now because I went and did a few other little admin things while I was gone for a bit.
They're all pretty even still.
I think so. Yeah, nothing looks like it's one-sided.
No. Just interesting. So like
Vader's might's just happening on Ollie's board, and he's been being thrown around.
He's overrunning onto.
Yeah. But have we had any more action yet? It's say the next turn's going to be.
He's lost quite a few minis, I think.
They lost another unit.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, so that's 2 HIUs.
I've heard a few when the rolls have not gone well.
But it's still Vader on Unbreakable. That's 2 force pushes. That's 2 attacks. That's 4 potential kills.
Yeah,
or sorry, not kills, but
non-scoring units.
Non-scoring units. That's the word for it. Thank you.
And then you got your 4 bikes. Interesting.
Yeah.
It's an interesting game. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
It's quite nice to not be able to know. which way it's going to go.
Yeah, you don't want a game, especially when you're playing the top 8.
No,
you don't want a game where this is over turn 1 or turn 2. You know, like
you don't want complete mismatch.
I'm sure the player who's winning does.
Oh, 100%, yeah. Which is what was quite interesting about Ollie's final in the World Championship against Luke.
Yeah.
Everyone just thought, okay, Ollie's list is really good to XD. It should be an easy, straightforward game. But then Luke played phenomenally well.
Yep.
Which obviously proves how good of a player he is because of the finals that he's made and the back and stuff. Like, yeah, he played it really, really, really well. Shows it can be done with the list. You can't just write it off from the outset because you know that one.
Well, player skill is probably more important than your list 90% of the time.
Yeah. But that proved it with the final.
Yeah, you can take
close. I think did Ollie win like 1-0 or something? I can't remember. He won by 1.
He won by the actual score was quite higher. Actually. I think it was like 4-1, 4-2 or something like that. But the actual what actually was happening on the ball was a lot closer. Like that could have easily been just like a draw and kill points.
Yeah.
And I think if it was kill points, Ollie's probably losing maybe.
Yeah. Because the buses. It's a funny game, isn't it? Where like you can look at the result and be like, that was a whitewash, but then when you speak to the players, they're like, no, it wasn't that.
Yeah, completely.
I think I had my first game yesterday. I think I killed like 495, lost nothing myself, but it wasn't a 495 to 0 game. I think it was 2-2. I killed 495, she didn't kill anything. But it was so much closer than that.
Yeah, I remember you saying like when I came over, I was like, oh, you're a bit mean to that new player.
It was so much closer. I think I got lucky and I managed to roll some saves on my hostage carrier so that I could move them to score.
Yeah.
Whereas if I didn't roll the saves, the hostage gets dropped and it's not in scoring, and it's a completely different game.
That's a huge different game, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's a double save. There we go.
Suppression on the HRU unit there.
I think with Lees, he puts them down under the table so you can't see when the units are going. No idea.
If I had a robotic camera, I could have adjust the camera to see slightly to the left to see into his box. One day.
It's been quite a nice balance as well of lists that have made it. I mean, we got.
Yeah, so that's a good point actually. So we've got one Empire here, one clones here. Behind us we've then got another Empire, but it's still Vader, but it's Blizzard Force versus Vader Palpatine. Versus Ollie's World's winning list. Over there we've then got Empire again with Inquisitors versus the Wookiees, Battle Force. So a second clone technically, but so we've got 2 Empire, 2 clones, and then all the way over there we've got Jeff with Rebels.
Rebels, nice.
And then Nathan's running Yoda.
Yoda Padme.
Yoda Padme.
So what are we missing? Just droids.
Just droids, which is quite impressive. But you were the only EXD.
I mean, that says a lot, doesn't it, about the list that people have started to sort of tail it off.
I don't know if people are bored of it, didn't want to play it, or were just like, no, I'm alright.
I just didn't have time to think of any. Honestly, I know the list. I'm going. I'm just going to play that. Jeff's Rebel list is a quirky.
It's so random.
It is, isn't it?
You look at it on paper and I'd be like, I would laugh at that. Like, not
one swoop, one Ewok.
Yeah,
it's just such a hodgepodge. But
it's nearly a Highlander list, I think. He's got 2 Rebel vets and 2 Mark IIs, so he's nearly got like a Highlander, one of everything, upgrade and everything.
It's cool, man. He plays. It's got obviously having the R2 and having Din for the extra victory points and. It's got the speeder for moving them around.
It's probably the highest Din's ever ranked in a tournament.
He's another one that it's a shame that he doesn't get used more just because he doesn't pack enough punch, does he? He's quite good at going boom, boom, boom.
He can do a lot of things, but he's like jack of all trades, master of none.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, he can shoot, but he's got no sharpshooter. Yes, he can punch, but he's got no pit.
Which is a shame for a character that's such like a big at the universe at the minute with everything going.
Very iconic at the moment. Like I'm literally sat here and I can see a Mandalorian artwork piece, on the stands inside the.
It is weird, isn't it, that they've not. Could be interesting.
Yeah,
but then you can't make something overpowered just because it's iconic.
No.
Theme. Do you know what I mean?
That's even worse.
Yeah. I imagine that's probably happened in the past with different things, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And then they've realised and just balanced it out because they can only play test so much. They're not going to get into all the situations.
Yeah, I mean, if they had more play testers, you could get more games than testing done here.
There's always going to be situations that they didn't think of, or
It's sometimes when it's released into the wild, like their playtest group is, I don't know, a dozen people.
Oh, is that what happens? Does it?
From playtesting other games, it's got you're a small group, so there's like 20 to 30 of you or whatever, and you are given obviously the product. They might change it between when they release it to what you playtest it with.
Cool.
So they might take your feedback on board, they might adjust it, they might not. But if you kind of take what you've done, I don't know, you probably haven't even got 100 games out of all them people playtesting. Like, they've probably got like 2 or 3 games each, you know, so you're probably around that mark. But as soon as you release it into the wild, where you've got a player base of thousands of people, putting it on the table, and you'll put 2-3 games in with thousands of people,
a different list,
it highlight, different thought processes, different things. That's when it kind of blows out, and you can be like, oh, that's broken, or that's good, or this is bad.
We never thought that it could be used like this in that respect. So it's a bit like the overrun rule. The overrun's such a crazy rule. The fact that it's called overrun, but you don't actually have to overrun anything, it's just bizarre. But it plays really well in quite a few different lists. That's why Jess with the swoops and stuff. It's really nice because it allows units to be used again that you probably painted and had on the shelf, and they're probably just going to sit there if you don't need it. And then a rule like that comes in, you're like, oh, I'm going to get them back out now because
mine's not painted. It's going to stay on that shelf grey.
I think if I ever had to buy my own minis, I'd be playing them grey. I'll stick them together.
I paint when I go to a tournament. I paint. That's my usual.
What is it for most tournaments? Is it like 3 colour minimum?
Okay. So Legion, I mean, a store might impose that. But Legion's official rules is it doesn't have to be painted.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Because that's another accessibility thing.
Exactly. It's more about you can literally open up your box, put stuff together, and chuck it straight on the table. And Legion's very about doing that to. Just be, as you say, proactive and get everyone just playing as quick and as often.
Making it available to so many people. It's just beneficial, isn't it?
That's all you need.
You've only then got to keep 60%, 75% of the people that you then bring in. You can lose some, but you've allowed access to so many that you're going to increase your player base, aren't you? So when just a complete segue into something else, when are Clone Commandos due out in the UK?
So I believe they might have hit the shops this weekend.
Oh, right, okay, cool.
So at the moment there's about a 2 to 3 week delay based on release dates to when we're actually getting them. Just from what I've heard.
Just for different reasons.
It
happens to more or less everything.
There's a lot going on in the world that affects shipping and logistics. It's a very delicate environment.
Interesting. And then I'm guessing the range troopers will be about the same time, won't they?
I think they're both, Clone Commandos and range troopers, I think the same release date.
I'm looking forward to Aqua Droids.
Okay. Oh yeah.
I want to see what their plans are for those.
It'd be interesting to see what they actually play like. So
I've just come across them because I'm only sort of getting into Legion and not Star Wars. I've watched all the films and stuff, but getting into the cartoons and stuff quite late. I've only now just come across Aqua Droids. The shows and stuff. So they're really cool. I'm quite cool to see how they're going to act. And then you got Bad Batch that are coming out.
The show's so good, like the actual TV series. I know it was made for kids.
The first, I think, especially with the Clone Wars, the first couple of series are quite childish, but then I think they realised, hang on a minute, we can tailor this.
I think there's a lot of episodes which are for kids though as well. There's the odd one, like usually Jar Jar.
I quite like the gimmick, like the sort of gimmicky bits with the droids, and like they sort of they brought a bit of comedy into it.
It's cool. Go on, Chris. Come and say hello. Come on. Hello. Is that it? Is that all we get? Sit down, take a seat. Come on, Jack.
What's up?
Have a seat.
Jack's going to tell you how good Jeff's doing.
Let's go. Take a seat.
There you go.
I'm just an underling.
So, we're here with Matsuno Muna, Jack.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello.
How did it go, Jack? Give us your UK Games Expo experience.
I was rough yesterday. I was so rough.
I need a forward camera here to see, so you can see Jack's face realistically.
It's just round one, set, builds confidence, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, the list is working, great. It was a good game against Kev.
Yeah.
And I think he would admit I was in control.
Yeah.
And I got Dave, and I wasn't in control. And then I got paired up to Timbo.
Yeah.
And I wasn't in control again. And he won the game without firing a single shot,
Which was a really good game though to watch.
It was looking back, but yeah, I was kicking myself about that one.
What would you, so now you've had a night to think about it and a few drinks and a whinge and a cry. What do you think was the? Have you highlighted your mistake in that game?
Yeah, I didn't book off the KP, like I said.
Yeah.
I was committing too hard to range 4 shots, which aren't going to punch through red saves. I should have turn 5, thrown myself into range 3, and just hit something hard.
Yeah. And just try and remove his scoring unit.
Just try and get 1 or 2 units off, because there was a couple that were. So I killed 1 stormtrooper unit, and there was another one that was on 2 wounds. And should just try and take
focus it. Yeah.
Get rid of it, and then I'd have been up on activations. The Inquisitors though.
Enjoying them?
No, I'm not. It's really not a good feeling when you've got a Jedi.
It doesn't help when I'm your sparring partner and I've just been playing it for the last couple of weeks leading into this.
190 point Obi-Wan that doesn't have force push on turn 6. Quite great.
And I've got it twice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, first one fails. I'll get you on the second.
Yeah.
But the 2 wins today, so I think I've come 12.
That's still respectable.
It's not bad.
Yeah, you've clawed some respect back from the podcast there. That's only 4 out of missing out the top 8. That's the way to look at it,
I'm showering myself in glory with that one, I think.
Yeah, so you should, man.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Who did you play this afternoon then? You had
Andrew Brisbane, your mate.
Yep.
And Lloyd.
Yep.
Lloyd someone.
Yeah.
Doing the Dark Troopers, which was rough for him. Yeah, he dropped them out of the lat, and Obi-Wan just went, "You don't need heavy weapons. I'll have them."
I mean, talking about not blocking off the KP here, I think Nav could end up in a possible situation. I mean, Lee is thinking about it, but it could lead into that. Is what's needed to win here.
So that ring in the middle.
It's that small little black ring in the middle. Is the K position. And obviously Nav's kind of started making a move towards it all.
I think he's been too slow.
And you've got 4 bikes, and they're on full health, every single one of them. So that's quite a small KP.
Yeah.
And then bikes they can plonk down and take a nice chunky space up.
Even if Nav gets something on there, they're just compulsory and displace you.
Yeah. You can probably leave them a little bit and they displace them again to knock them out. Yeah. And just slowly, bit by bit, just
and even
out.
then, you've got Vader that's going to take
implacable force push.
Takes 4 units off the board.
I don't know if you can be able to fit many units on that.
No, that's a tricky one to get.
I'm just going to check on the time actually. Hours 20. Are you guys starting turn 6?
Yeah.
You'll be fine then.
Nav's gone for the radioactive guacamole look today. Could be another UK event won by Blizzard. Another UK event won by Blizzard. All 3 majors last year. Yeah. All 3 majors won by Blizzard last year, and then this one.
Rinse and repeat.
Yeah. Bring back the retro.
I'm going to turn on to Alpha
So I just did a quick whip round. Everyone seems to be, apart from Jeff's game, they're on turn 4, but everyone else is just finishing up 5, about to go into 6. So that should be good.
What
Jeff, they did start 10 minutes behind everyone else, due to Jeff walking off and not realising there was no break. I fetched him, like, Jeff, get back in. So,
What are they playing over there?
I have no idea.
They're playing Breakthrough.
They're playing Star Wars Legion.
It looked Breakthrough.
It looks Breakthrough Danger Close, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, Jeff's got 11 activations versus Nathan's like 8.
10. Because he's got the stationary on Breakthrough.
Yeah, but he's got R2.
That's true, yeah.
So it's back
He's
up
already
to 11.
scored that as well.
There's
Yeah.
quite a lot of dead clones as well. I don't know if the whole activation is a lot of dead clones.
No, yeah. It's. I was going back to this. Come closer, Chris. Come on. You said you don't like your voice, but get in here. You said you, with Jeff's list, it's such a weird collective of nothing that's good. There's Din in there. There's a R2 and there's a land speeder. Like, did you play against him?
No, I've not. I guess the good thing is, like, you haven't got any order control, but you don't care about your order control in that list. As long as you've got an order on Din,
Yeah.
then
Well, you don't want an order on Din though, because then you don't get your independence.
yeah, it's a nutty list. I don't know what it's supposed to be doing, but it's obviously working.
It's
I think that's
crazy.
what catches everyone out though.
Yeah.
But it's weird because you go back 6 months where we sat there going, don't take R2, he's too easy to get bounty.
Yep.
He'll be one shot off the board and you've lost a VP. And there's been hardly any bounty hunters here.
And he hasn't even got Shiv. Because that's the usual combo. You
Yeah.
might do a land speeder with Shiv.
Yeah,
But
suppression.
he's got Wedge.
Yeah. One question.
Yep.
Do we have any Bobas here this weekend? I didn't see any.
I've not seen a
I
single one.
don't remember seeing one. It's a double bounty with
Kev was Boskin IG.
Boskin IG. There was a CAD.
There's another boss.
There's another boss.
There's no boss.
Johnny had a boss as well.
So we have 4 or 5 listed
don't think we had a
bounties.
single Boba Fett. Rebel or Empire. So, yeah.
Something shifting.
Yeah, it's in the waters.
Killed
It
all
is.
the sons and lost.
Killed all the sons.
Yeah.
So that's our
The
first.
Swoops killed all the Storms and the tank and Pal.
You killed the sons, but not the
Black Sun
daughters.
spent 6 turns trying just to gently molest Vader.
Yeah, there's 4 Black Suns versus Vader, and Vader kicked the shit out of them all, and the Swoops killed the whole fucking army.
So that's our,
They all switcheroo.
so that's our top 8 first game that's finished then. And that's Ollie versus Dave. And Ollie's got the win. He's giving me a big thumbs up because that's great radio content.
Oh, let's go back tomorrow now.
Great radio content.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yes, I won.
I won.
Very nice. I like.
So,
You need to make sure
Wow,
Ollie
he is clammy.
Ollie and Jeff get paired up tomorrow then for the podcast beef showdown.
I would love to see Jeff put him in his place.
I want Timbo in the final.
I'm pretty sure he's winning that game.
I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're playing exactly the same game they played.
Yeah, I
they played
know.
the last
Yeah,
round.
yeah.
They're playing the same mission, same
We played the same
setup.
missions and everything.
Exactly the same.
There's 2 dead flutters this time round though. There was none dead last.
3 dead flutters.
No, I think it was the third standoff because it was on the board still
No,
earlier.
the third stands there. He's got no flutter on it.
Oh right, so it is dead now. It was alive earlier.
But I think Timbo's got like brother, sister, and maybe like Koenig, and that's it.
So what did they were playing?
They played Payload.
Oh, Payload, weren't they? Yeah.
Payload rollout, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so Timbo's learned from his mistake last game then.
I really want to see Lee in the final.
I'd love to see Lee in the final. I think
Purely because I want our 4th major to be won by Blizzard.
well, because my last article was about a weather warning for the UK, didn't I? Just continued weather warning.
To be fair, yeah, if Lee wins, I'll actually 1-0 against him, so I'm better than him.
Oh, it's not got the lists. Doesn't have the list.
No, it doesn't. You can chuck them in though.
As in just as pointed. How much points?
No, I mean you can chuck your list in and then reopen that. Like list submissions open at the moment, so you can just copy it from the other tournament into this one.
Oh,
Yeah.
But if you just copy and paste it from the other tournament into this one, and a list.
Say again. Timbo's one, is he?
Oh yeah, you can't copy it once you've submitted it.
Just copy your hyperlink. Yeah, I think it's Timbo one. So it looks like all the top 8 are just finishing it. I think I need to go and give a shout out for Hard Dice. Well, not Hard Dice, End of Round.
So it looks like Timbo's won as well. Timbo, yeah. Yeah, so we have a dodgy Canadian in the semi-final. We'll get him drunk tonight so we can't win.
Get him arrested. That'd be even better.
Maybe we'll see if that woman from last night's available.
Yes, this is Martin. There's Lee blocking off the middle.
Yeah. So is the other KP the ATST leg?
I can't tell.
This one here.
What's that? I don't need to come back tomorrow. What? Oh, fantastic.
So Jack, you going to tell us about your gin airspeed list you're building?
Well, I haven't built it yet.
Oh.
It's gin and 2 airspeeders, but that's all I can say.
What more do you need? Hope you need some core.
Need to bring Jim back. Spent too long on the shelf.
Timbo did attack in your game at all?
Yeah, didn't fire a single thing. No attacks at all. It was like you just could deflect at me. Yeah, but I got rolled.
Got rolled by
6.
It's
not that much. Actually, I'm going to see how many times I lost anything. I think there must be at least 3 games where I lost that. So I lost nothing in game 1. I lost Obi in game 2. I lost nothing in game 3. I lost nothing in game 4. I think I lost a DC unit in game 5. So I've lost Obi and a DC
Over 5 games.
over 5 games. So I still lost 2 games.
Imagine if your strength of schedule was based on like points lost rather than points destroyed.
Great, wouldn't it?
So, yes, that's it. I've kind of gone the other way where I've lost almost in 2 games against Tony and against I lost 3 quarters, maybe like 80 points, and I was winning up to the last 2 activations again. It's just those one things that just couldn't quite hold out. I killed nothing of Tony's and I killed. No, I didn't kill anything and I really get I overfilled that. And lost all my time. It's like I'm going to get to you, basically. Although that was clear a bit for you than what Tony is for anyone else. Because it was what, 3-1. But you could have ignored the spike.
So, there's not much left here.
We just worked out how many points I've lost this weekend.
Oh yeah, well then there's
Only 5 games.
Yeah.
As a guess.
So you've lost how many games? 2.
Lost 2 games.
Yeah. And you lost no points against Kev.
Yep.
No points against Timbo.
Yep.
I'm going to assume you must have lost none against Andrew Brisbane when you played him.
Correct.
Oh, that's three games of losing nothing.
Yeah.
So when you played Dave, you probably lost 200, and then I imagine when you played, it's Timbo, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So that means you lost what, 200 kill points?
286. So I lost a DC unit in the last game, and I lost Obi in Dave's game.
Wow. I mean, if only your win rate was better.
Exactly. The win rate reflected that. I'll be at Worlds.
Be more aggressive.
And like, it's also like that's not tracked because it's normally your kill points is tracked.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. If only that was a track stat, you'd be like number one.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna be sad enough to go and look through that now.
Yeah, it was.
I think this is interesting for Lee here. Like,
He's started to block it off. He's got two there.
he's blocked it off. Yeah, he's put the first unit down.
There is a clone unit the other side of it though.
Yeah, which Vader can just push off.
Where is Vader?
He's close enough. He's in a position where he can threaten either of them. So you've got where is it? It's this leg here.
Yeah.
Is the one that Lee picked. So obviously you got that as the actual KP, and then this is the Echo KP.
Yeah.
So Echo's safe, and I think none of the bikes are threatening that. But because the bikes are all poised for the middle, but I think they could also go for the leg.
Yeah.
And
Which
neither of
he
them are
could
big.
just sit on top.
Yeah, and neither of them are big KPs. But Nav could shoot the units off. But that means he's not moving.
Yeah.
And I think he's not done what you did. So you were very in your KP game. You made sure that on turn 5 you were only one speed move away. Nav's left himself in a bit of a conundrum here, where he is probably 2 speed moves away.
You saw if you're running that Courage 2 army where you've got a load of arcs,
Yeah.
you can afford to do a move shoot.
Yeah.
So if
You should be doing- and
you
you get
need
an
to
aim.
position. Yeah, you need to position yourself for it for the last turn.
This is obviously turn 6. Shouldn't have done my announcement, but they're aware.
Doing the double move, just it is a
Yeah, we
waste.
are.
You want me to?
Come on, Jack, take over.
Oh no.
Come on.
I'm not a presenter, I'm just a lackey.
Oh, tough match that one.
Yeah, tell us about it, Liam. How was it?
Yeah, good. Yeah, fantastic guy. Obviously, Timbo. Great game. Strange because obviously that was the guy I played to get in the to actually make it to the top.
the last
I had to
round.
beat him. To get to the last round. So we played payloads, limited viz, major offensive. Beat him. So I got into the last round. He then got just in with the top cup. And we got paid again, and then we played the exact same missions again. So we played payload, limited viz, and major offensive.
Yeah.
And he beat me on kill points, about 200, 210 kill points he beat. So we both got 3-3 and 250 or something like that. So yeah, did really well. He was a fantastic guy to play. Learned a lot. Obviously my first tournament, so
Yeah, you did really well for your first tournament.
First 2 day, first full, I've been to it 3 one day as like, but first full day, I'm happy with that. So
And you enjoying the Wicked Battle Force?
Yeah, I
Good
do.
fun, aren't they?
Yeah, because I started off with Ewoks, and I really like my Ewoks.
Yeah.
I took them to a couple of tournaments, and then obviously I've been playing the Wookiee Defenders since January. So I just thought, don't change back, just take them here.
Yeah.
And that were it. Yeah, enjoyed it. But yeah, I think I finished from the top 8. I was 4th. So I'll take that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Really good.
yeah.
Gives you like your fur in your lists.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. Big Wookiee fan, big Ewok fan.
Yeah.
We're good. Yeah. How's this game getting on?
It's turn 6 key positions.
Wow.
It's been very cagey.
It's been very cagey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Blizzard Force, Vader against Anakin clones.
I lost against Lee on game 2.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, Lee won a couple of big tournaments last year with this list.
Right.
Did really well, but he's first person to win an invite.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. Yeah, he's a nice guy, Lee.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
actually on his channel. In 2 weeks, I think. Yeah, something like 15th. Yeah, I'm coming down, bringing Ewoks.
Yeah,
So
brilliant.
yeah. Because we were at
Brilliant.
Element together at about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And that's when I took the Ewoks here. Went 2-1 there.
Yeah.
And he said, "Do you want to bring them down to the channel, mate?" I said, "Yeah, I'd love to. Thank you. Yeah. So see me ugly face on in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Is that the 14 acts Ewok list?
13.
13.
Yeah, 13. Yeah, I run ATST Chewy.
Yeah,
I know
okay.
people moan about it, like Dave sometimes said, "Oh well, you don't run it because it's such and such," but I like it, and that's why I want to make it my own list. Because obviously I've run a 15 act Ewok, and I know the French guy, really good guy, he's the 14. So I'm like, I don't want to be saying it's your list, so I'm going to do something a little bit different. So I'm 13. It works for me. Again, it's a bit different. People don't always see the ATST. I think I've only lost it once. So
if you play it well and not get it shot,
that's
then
it. Again, against maybe other top players, maybe, but we'll see how it goes off against Lee. See where he brings. I've got a feeling he's going to bring like 3 ATSTs. Try and do me out. Don't want to be done on his channel, does he? He's not going to have that. So might jinx him and just bring 15 acts instead and drop it.
But it's nice to make your list your own. It's also nice to play something that you enjoy. That's what for me it's quite fun as well as playing something that you like.
Definitely. That's it. That's what I'm up for. So hopefully.
Cool, man. Well, I look forward to us playing at some point, hopefully. So,
definitely. I hope so, mate. That'd be great. I'm going to Andy's Sheffield tournament. If you're going there.
Okay. I'm not sure if I'm making that one. I might be doing Hempstead, which is in the south. But
a bit further for me. I could come, but I'd have to.
Are you doing MKGT this year?
No, I missed the tickets. I was looking at buying one, and then I don't know, just lackadaisical, didn't buy one, and then I heard it on podcast saying they're selling
out so
and
quick.
then literally I went on like, so my mistake. I should have bought one, but I am on reserves. Who knows? So I'll try.
Somebody will probably drop. Hope to get in.
Hopefully. I don't know how many's. Obviously, I've not asked him to see how many's on reserves, but I don't know if does it go down in pecking order. Or does it
I imagine it'll be a list and go in order.
First come, first served. So but we are, me and Nathan are talking about coming down to one of his monthly tournaments.
Just worth a trip.
That's it. Just to support him. And again, just play different people. It sounds like a good crack. So
they're always good events.
It's a bit of a drive. Just under 2 hours for us. Obviously, we're he's Sheffield and Chesterfield. So it's a bit of a drive, but it's worth it. Good fun.
There's a bar.
That's it. That's all I'm bothered about then. Speaking of that, mate, I owe you a drink.
Oh, no worries, man.
So what do you want?
I don't know, cider, please.
Cider?
Perfect.
Is it the pink thing?
The pink thing,
Okay. Well, thanks for having me on.
Thanks, Liam. Cheers, man.
That's a really good game. I love it. By himself.
Got 2 units of bikes in there now.
Still 2 to come. Made up.
Thinking about it, it's like, how the hell did Fritz get all that?
But the difficulty is it's such a small key position. Like you can box it off quite easily by.
Exactly. You've only got a certain number of dice to clear them off.
And I'd say Nav left himself too much movement to get there. You can't move and shoot now.
The bonus of being a bit more defensive though, if you can move up turn 5 and still have the defensive tech up, you're not going to take the hits. And then you go into turn 6 with full units. He just needs to play Obi-Wan. I don't think Nav's got any room to get on there, has he?
No.
He's just got to go for kill points then. Or just
I mean, he can threaten the other KP, but then
the other KP's up there though, isn't it?
No, it's outside the test.
That one there.
Yeah.
But he's moving here.
Yeah.
So Lee's going to this. Yeah, he's got one or two there, hasn't he?
3 units.
Yeah. So he could move round. I don't know, I'm not cut out for this. Like I said to him, I do recorded content, not live content. Sit down, Christopher. What does it look like?
Tight.
Yeah? How many's in the middle?
So, Nav's got 2 on.
Yeah.
Lee's got 2 on, I think.
Right.
And then...
Is there room for any more?
Yeah, because he just killed a bike model.
Oh, right. Yeah. So we can assume 2 of those clones are coming off with the double force push.
Yeah. But then Anakin could then go to the other key position.
Yeah.
Kill 1 unit before the other one out. So I'm not sure he's got the activation advantage. So obviously, Bay can go twice.
Right, Nav's going for the leg. So if Nav claims the leg,
They went 2-1.
they went to.
Maybe he's going to force both to go that way. And then, no. Thank you very much, Jen. Thank you, man.
Yeah, he's got to sort of split Vader's attention here. I think he's just engaged the HIU. Stop it moving. Oh no, that's the KP under there. Sorry, I couldn't see it from here.
Yeah.
So he's got 1-on-1 there.
So yeah.
There's a bike still to come.
Yeah, Lee's got 2 on that. Nav's got 1.
So they're going to slot in there.
Yeah, I think he's going to try and compulsory displace his unit.
Yeah. I think that 4th bike has to come this way, block off the front of the objective as much as possible.
This was my game with Lee at MKGT.
Yeah.
Key positions, turn 6. Could he displace enough units with his bikes to win 1 KP? And it was like a Jenga piece. Like, and to be fair, I misplayed it because I should have put my mortar there to try and displace it.
Yeah, that's true. Cheers, Dave. Hope the renovations go well. We were beaten by now because the kid got spared. Basically, Lee's trying to cram in the middle of the bikes. Vader's obviously the double force push. He's got a unit bike slip reserve to go. Should. Anakin and Padme are still to move. There's still a unit of clones that have to move. They're going now. Needs to double move. He's left all his stuff at double move. So that's two each on that leg.
No, so Lee's got a HRU and a snowtrooper and the bike.
So it's
Nav's got
3-2.
And Nav's only got Anakin and Padme left.
So I think Nav goes for leg. Force pushes one off and just puts Anakin on it. Don't go in the middle. Don't go in the middle.
He's going to try and kill a bike.
Don't go in the middle.
And then he can't push it.
Don't go in the middle.
I think you're right. Go for the leg. You can jump in. There's a unit 2, kill them, push the other one off. Then you've got 3-1.
Exactly. And then Vader has to either deal with Anakin or the middle.
He's still losing the middle point though.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Nav's still losing. How many's on there?
3-2. He did a move, shoot the arcs because he couldn't get on.
So 2 pits, so 3 pits, 1 on.
That's Padme.
Yeah, Padme.
If he kills that bike there.
Is Lee getting a bit stressed?
Who's that guy?
No, it's not a good thing. It's terrible for me, to be honest. I would never play it. Even if when it is good for me, I hate it. I'd play it much better.
Stop talking about it, just do it.
Attack.
Yeah, the choice was to break through.
Well, I mean,
Yes, so you push one up, yes, you can draw in that, yeah?
I push it, and then I jump on the side.
Okay, yes, you can draw that, yeah?
Yeah, so that draws the
Okay.
there you go. So it's so that's draw. That's good.
I don't think anyone
Kind of
would
good attack there.
What the hell is that?
It's a 2-pinter.
Bloody hell.
With a boom run, with a push it right off. You weren't stalling for your
I just need to take that.
it works against the
changes the game.
That's fine. Well, no, so I'll tell you what's going to happen.
I think Lee's won. Because Lee's still scoring the middle, isn't he?
Yeah, but you already pushed one off. You'd only push another one. Yeah, but there's only one.
Swinging into quite a hefty buongiorno. Right, there's been a mistake here. I think Lee should have had a dead bike.
I think they rushed the last.
They're rushing. There's a lot of.
Classic Nav.
And yeah, it got rushed. I think something was missed. The bike should have been dead.
I think she's getting the warm up first.
Hard dice down, I think, might be so that he can get the second impact. He can't get the second impact because of hard dice.
So what happened here then? Is Andy correcting the game state to be as it should be?
Go on, report on the ground.
every damn time. Like a bad smell just won't go away. In fairness, your wife nursed me back to health in that middle section, so that really helped.
Okay, so we're on the ground. So Lee won 2-1 on key positions because basically Vader only had one activation and Anakin didn't get to go because they got to time, hard dice down basically. So Vader didn't get his second activation and Anakin didn't go. But
also Anakin missed his activation as well.
They were talking out what would have happened hypothetical, yeah. Okay. And I think hypothetically Lee still probably wins.
I was going to say because the second activation, Vader, he kills something and he pushes something. So it's still 2-1 to Lee.
2-1 to Lee, yeah. Very close game.
And that bike cannot change the result.
Yeah, Anakin didn't get his activation. The hard dice that was before Anakin's activation.
And it's implacable and you didn't get Vader's go back.
Yeah, it just came down to key positions at the end.
Nav saying that the key positions mission just came down to key positions. some absolutely wild insight from Mr. Nav.
Let's hope he's commentating tomorrow.
Well, look, it turns out Romanian Black was good on key positions. Hot take.
So long as you're not playing Nav and then you have time to play the second activation.
Also when the KP is the size of an objective token, it's not helpful.
I'd love to see it. What a pocket bus. On top of it, try touching it now. It's just so short of the silhouette so no one can go underneath it.
I heard the camera's picked up a close-up of Lee's shorts.
Is he talking to himself? It's gone. Oh, Ellis, yeah, Ellis was on there, but the second guy is disappeared.
Oh yeah.
It's Tom Monnery.
This is going to remove it.
Glad you enjoyed it, Mr. Dave.
So we're just waiting on the result on Jeff.
Well done, Tom.
Well done, Tom.
Give us a thumbs up for there, Tom.
Our guardian angel.
I'm surprised he's not here.
Is it tomorrow?
No.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Because of that.
Yeah. Make a load, someone.
Do you know what Jeff's game?
I'll go and get a look at the Jeff game. Yeah.
And I'll do it again! You gotta have it mic'd so no one will believe it.
But I didn't want to go first because I knew Cal would do well, he was Vader would do Vader. Then the other thing was I should have
See you all later. Have a nice day, sons.
When I got on one more of your units, though, killed off some.
I'll be outside your house at 8 with some sprinklers. Just up on the windows, just alert me to which side of the house people are in. I'm running around.
So what was you trying to
See ya.
Bye.
Are you coming back tomorrow? Alright, I'll have to say gentlemen.
So what I was like, what I was going to try and go for?
Hey, Dave. What's up? How are we getting on with Jeff?
Unless you're giving updates on.
What's that? What's happened with Jeff's game?
They've gone to kill points, they're just working it out.
Right.
There's 4-4 on KP because R2 scored. So they're just working out kill points now.
Both R2s?
No, Jeff's R2's in there.
Yeah. You can't get 4-4 on KP.
No, not KP, sorry, Sabotage. So, but R2 scoring, saving Jeff to make the game kill points.
Also, Jeff's that's been tapped.
Yeah,
to make it the 3.
R2 tapped it. So
Right.
Jody tapped it last minute to get the game to kill points. It was like, oh, I'm trying to figure stuff out, and he said something. He said, you've got 30 seconds. If that's your win condition, do it.
Yeah.
It was like, I haven't got time to work out the kill points. I'm like, well, in that case, then you either lose or you have a look and see if you've got a chance of winning. Because neither of them know.
Yeah.
There's loads of stuff dead on both sides. Yoda's alive, Mando's alive, so it's working out.
He's got Mando as well.
Oh, Mando.
Oh, Mando.
I remember my Luke Lando Mando. That is the worst I've ever performed at any tournament ever.
Luke Lando Mando.
I went 1-2 and he's local.
Oh God.
I have never done less than that.
Seventh City.
It was like,
Was that 2-1?
that one where you were at?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2-1. I won the first 2 with no bid with an all vehicle list somehow. Because I didn't understand how the bid worked. I was like, yeah, I'll spend all my points.
You didn't understand how so this is why Legion HQ is the worst of the list builders, because you added C-3PO and think he was free.
It showed his little head.
Yeah. So sort it out, 5th Trooper.
So to a new player, I was like, must be free.
Freebie. And someone spat feathers that you.
Oh yeah, your little Pathfinder mate.
He's the Lincoln guy.
He got so aggressive as well.
So
Andy was
final results are in.
Yeah.
To Ollie's great delight, Jeff is through. He won on kill points.
Yeah.
Playing evaporators, and R2D2 tied it up, and he won on kill points. So our top 4 is Mr. Dyer, Podfree, Lee, and Timbo. That's pants-wettingly
What's
exciting.
your best matchup? What's your worst matchup?
Actually, more importantly, what time we're going for dinner and where we're going. Time, Marvin.
I have no idea.
You said you'd sorted it out.
Well, so
Brilliant. We're all going to starve.
like the food that is available at a Chinese restaurant, with how I was going into round 3. Round 2. Nope.
So we're going out for bread and water.
I'm wondering if there's like a harvester nearby or something that we.
Mate, I wouldn't go in a harvest jar fucking dying.
Hey, harvester's amazing.
Should we turn the stream off?
No, people want to hear how interesting harvester takes.
Yeah, I love a harvester. That's
Because you're a northern degenerate.
So
I'm not
harvester or a Toby Carvery?
No,
or
not a Toby.
a rusty cutter.
What even is that?
You've not got rusty cutters.
No,
That sounds like something you might do in the shower if you're being
There's
dangerous.
a rusty cutter in Bedhampton near Portsmouth. It's like a Toby Carvery.
But I wouldn't go to Portsmouth if I last turned on it, so no.
I'm definitely not going.
What about Southampton?
Yeah, I'll go there.
Oh, you scum.
I definitely don't want to go to Portsmouth tonight.
No, for dinner.
For dinner.
In a rusty
Rat
cutter.
tails, you stay in your lane. Oh, we're going to go to the karaoke bit, but not to eat. Well, I am not going to eat.
Okay, so we're going to drive to Birmingham, get there around about 8:30 to find there's nowhere that's got any space for us to eat food, and to go to the karaoke.
So a McDonald's then?
No.
I'm sound with the Macken.
Yeah, I'm not. Oh yeah, you.
Yeah, I'll die.
So he dies if you go to McDonald's. You die if you go somewhere a bit fancy.
And he dies if we go anywhere near a dark alley.
Or he has a great time.
Bit of column A, bit of column B.
I say we go to a Pizza Hut and we secretly put garlic butter on his pizza.
Yeah.
Kill him.
Where are you going to pull that from? Your pocket? Do you just carry a tub of garlic butter in your pocket?
Who doesn't?
This is why you didn't make the top eight, mate.
Well, because he's worried about his garlic butter.
No, because he carries it in his pocket.
Yeah.
It's too slippery.
Down his thighs.
Shake my hand away.
He's like Charles Bronson when he covered himself in butter and ran through 8 prison guards.
This time, if you've got a garlic allergy, fucked. Shagged. No, banged.
I think it's a bit late for that, sunshine.
You know what, mate? Just leave it.
What's Tom on about? Full commentary tomorrow. What's been going on for the last hour and a half?
Tom's here tomorrow. What's who's watching?
No one.
No one.
Yeah. Just Tom.
It's okay, Tom. You're relieved of duty.
Tom and his 17 alternate YouTube accounts that he's got.
Oh, so there's 17 people watching.
Yeah. I don't know.
Why did you say none?
I don't even. What?
You said none. Where did you pull that random?
I don't know where you find out where anyone is watching.
Yeah.
That's Tom's domain. I don't know what's going on with that.
Tom,
help us. How do we turn it off? I've been listening to debates about harvesters.
What? Yeah, we're talking about eating establishments.
Have you heard of Rusty Cutters?
No, of course he hasn't. Because it's fucking made up.
Hell, sounds like a load of bollocks.
we're still streaming. Stop it. Stop with the language.
Toby Carvery? Have you heard the players on the stream today?
No, obviously not. Because I'm not plugged into the computer, you weapon.
How do we
end this torture?
Yeah.
Say goodbye to everyone.
Tom, help! End this, please.
Tom is blatantly not listening. He's not commented anything in the last part.
Tom's looking forward to coming tomorrow and actually putting some actual respect back into this podcast.
Mate, when you hear this back, there'll be some absolutely delightful insight.
I'm sure there will be. Anyway, goodbye everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow at 9:30 for the first game.
Stop stream.